Hello again and welcome to another Mordian Glory Old World Battle Report. In today's episode we find the brave forces of the Skaven. The rats are back, holding off against a vile attack from these inferior humans. It's Empire vs Skaven, and Vossenberg is back for revenge. And joining me is my ever ratty partner in crime, Warlord Sam. There, he's back again. He's back, Sam. Two rats are back. 2 battles in quick succession.
Yeah.
My God, sir. My God. Well, thank you so much for coming back on the channel. Our first game.
Thank you for having me.
Oh well, mate. Our first game was an absolute blast. It felt like it had to happen. We had to have another game, man. It was awesome.
Got to give you the chance for revenge.
Indeed, you could have taken your victory and ran like a good Skaven and ran, but you've come back for more. And we've got a bit of a themed game going on here. You have brought last time you brought a bit of a mix.
Yeah,
you had some Eshin and
last time I was
stuff.
focusing on getting as much core stuff in as possible, while still not being completely garbage.
Yeah.
Now I've posted around bringing some Scryer technology, so I've gone for about one of everything I own of Scryer. So it's a mixture of things that are pretty good and are utter useless.
Yes, it's going to be very Skaven, I think, today.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's misfire, let's blow up, let's have fun.
And so you've got your fine, ingenious Skaven technology, and I've got my crude, primitive Empire technology, because the idea is I've also brought some guns. So we've got some handgunners today. We've got the steam tank, which we didn't have last time, and we've got some artillery. So it's guns on guns, hot gun on gun action.
Steam tank's back from the shop. Let's have a go with it.
Indeed, it was out of action last time, but it's back in this time, and very appropriate for our battle of technology, and also a little bit of a vibe with my army is last time we tried winning by just throwing men at the problem, and unfortunately that didn't work. So today we've brought the hardened core, the disciplined core of the mercenary company, and if we lose again and we do a follow-up battle report to that, I'm going to take an army almost entirely of militia-based units just to represent. We're just raw recruits, and raw recruits, and we've been going into the pubs, dropping the Emperor's shilling into a lot of pints. That's what we've been doing. But let's not talk like that. No, we're going to win, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be good. I am really looking forward to this game. I think it's going to have lots of misfires and blowing up on either side, and it's going to be quite good having 2 shooting armies against each other.
Yeah, but at the same time as being a shooting army, we're not opposed to making it into combat. We do both have some melee core troops.
Still lots of core hammer. Still lots of core hammer, indeed. Well, why don't we stop jawing and head over to the 2 armies that'll be battling it out today. Attention, guardsmen. My ever salty partner in crime, Admiral Simon, has got an important announcement for you.
This September and October, I am doing a charity walk along the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu. We'll be raising money for 2 fantastic charities, our local hospice, Halton Haven, and also the Pink Ribbon Foundation that raises funds to combat breast cancer. As I hate camping, walking, and will be shitting in a bucket for 4 days, I will be particularly salty and would value any support you can give us. Please click the link below for our Just Giving page. Thank you very much.
You heard the man. It's for a good cause, and you all know Simon from the battle reports. That's all for now. Move out, conscripts. And here we have 2,000 points of the Empire of Man. It's not on the nose, though. It's 1999. A good year. What a year. We're going to party like it's 1999. And oh boy, are we partying today, because we have brought some real spicy meatballs for this battle report. Now, last time that we played, I had some comments down in the comment section. And people were like, oh, to make Empire State Troops good, you need to support them with detachments. And you need to take a warrior priest. So I've done both of those things. I don't think it's going to make a blind bit of difference, but hey, if that's what the internet says I need to do, that's what the internet says I need to do. So starting off, we will go through, of course, the infantry corps, pointing out any characters that are going to be joining units, and then we'll go to some of the more special stuff at the back. So we have our first regiment unit, and that is a big brick of 28 spearmen, all with spears and shields. They have got full command, and they are going to be led by 2 characters today. We've got 2 here on the end. The one with the golden hat and the shining blue blade is going to be our General of the Empire, and he is going to have the Sword of Battle. He's also got full plate armor and a shield, and this is Jazal Dan Luthar. We've then got next to him Father Gregory, a new character. Take it for the first time. Father Gregory is a warrior priest, and he has got a great weapon, and he has also been given the armor of meteoric iron. I didn't have a lot of points left over for Father Gregory, so we thought, you know what, we'll just chuck him in there. The main thing is to keep him cheap so he can do his prayers. And the bit of the story we're building up about him is he is as with many characters in the Vossenberg's Vagabonds in my mercenary company, he's a bit of a wayward soul. So he's an exiled preacher from Kislev, and the reason why he is exiled is because even though in Kislev they worship Ulrich, he's a little bit of a southern dandy, a little bit of a flexible character. He got his head turned, and so he's actually going to be a preacher of Sigmar. And they were like, well, we can't have any soft ponces in Kislev, so on your bike, son. And so after travelling around Kislev and getting quite drunk on vodka and getting beaten up a lot by the Ulrich worshippers, he ended up finding himself in the company of the Vossenberg's Vagabonds when they were just doing a quick job. Just a quick job.
Where ironically, he's one of the hardest lads in the unit. Right?
Yeah, well, now he's considered a bit of a wimp by Kislev standards, but by our standards, he's quite hard. He's a dead hard bastard. Now, this unit of spearmen is going to be supported by 2 detachments. We have got a 10-man detachment of halberdiers, and we have got a 10-man detachment of handgunners. We're going full 6th edition vibes today. The 6th edition starter set came with bricks of spearmen and detachments of handgunners, and I thought, a bit of a halberdiers in there as well. So we've done that once. I thought, you know what? Let's do it again. So good, we did it twice. We've got our 2nd unit of spearmen, 28 strong again, spears and shields, full command, and we've got 2 more characters in here. We have got the General of the Army and the General of the Empire, who is going to be this guy here with the gold hat and the 2 blades, and he is Bremendan Gorst, and he has got the Julius blades and he has got the white cloak. And then next to him we have got our Captain of the Empire, and he has got a BSB, and he is going to have the Sword of Might and the Talisman of Protection, because these 2 characters are very important to help me hold the line. And of course we've got 2 detachments. We have got our halberdiers, and we have got our handgunners here. I was debating on maybe throwing some crossbowmen instead of the handgunners, but I just, with the theme of the game we've got going on today, like Empire technology versus Skaven technology, I thought we should go for the guns instead. And rounding the list out, we've got a few support elements. So we've got the steam tank. We've brought a tank to try and show that Empire technology is better, it is superior, despite what you might say. We've also got 2 artillery pieces, 1 great cannon, 1 Hellblaster volley gun. We've got an engineer, no pigeon bombs today. Couldn't quite fit them in. Thank goodness! The infamous pigeon bombs! And then we've got a level 4 wizard, but I don't mean to alarm you. You may need to sit down for this. I haven't taken elementalism.
Oh.
I always take elementalism.
I've not seen you not take elementalism.
I've taken it in every single game bar like 1 or 2. But I am taking battle magic because I've been reliably informed it is good.
So it's like a 3rd law she knows there. No, she knows, was it demonology?
Demonology.
Got her kicked out of Britannia.
Yeah, absolutely. Dabbling with, she thought were forest spirits, turned out they were spirits, all right, but not from the forest. And then she's been trying to find herself with elementalism, and now she's a confident, she's stunning and brave, and she is going forth with battle magic, showing the boys that she can do it, get it done too. All right, so that is the full army. Let's take a look at what they're going to be fighting against today. And here we have 2,000 points of beastmen, right? Because there's no such thing as Skaven.
The best beastmen.
The best
men, if you will.
The best men. 2,000 points of Skaven, and you have gone for lots of clan rats. It's another bit of a core hammer game today.
I can't talk myself out of bringing lots of clan rats. I need to bring clan rats if I want to bring the weapons teams, and every time I try and write a list with just a 20-man naked clan rat unit, it just feels like I'm giving my opponent points, so I might as well make them
It feels wrong.
fight for it. Yeah.
So is the minimum size 20, is it?
The minimum size is 20, yeah. And they don't have to pay for shields and spears, but my models are all with shields and half and half spears and hand weapons. And it doesn't feel right not using what they've got.
Exactly.
So here they are, my clan rats.
So how many units do we have? What's the size of each unit?
We have 3 units of clan rats. We've got 2 units of 25 clan rats.
So these ones on the flanks,
Full
are they?
command. Yep, on the flanks. One of them is dragging along a poison wing globadier weapons team, and one of them's dragging along a warp fire thrower weapons team.
Ooh, so this is the warp fire throw, which I don't think I've ever seen before, and this is the poison wind mortar, is
Which
it?
you shouldn't see because, spoiler, it's awful.
It's awful. I think we both brought a few dodgy things today.
Well, this is the time to do it.
Exactly.
It's a fun,
Like with our
game.
last battle port, we use it as an excuse to do things we didn't normally do.
Yeah.
We're doing it again now. We're doing old world right.
It's fun to experiment with Mordian.
Ooh. Oh, matron.
On another, in the centre, we have 32 clan rats with hand weapons and shields, full command, and they're bringing along the rattling gun.
Oh, so you couldn't
The
quite
meta
take
option.
you couldn't take all the crappy options.
I've got to take one of every gun.
I'll take one of each. Nice.
Alright, supporting those, the characters, we have my Grace here, the Terror of Castle Formaggio, the maker of chains.
I love that. And you were saying off camera how when you were coming up with this like long list of titles for him, you were going for like the Daenerys Targaryen style thing,
Completely forgot that Warhammer has its own version of that with Cetra.
which is Setcha, and you were like, I'm going to go the opposite of Daenerys Targaryen, who is the breaker of chains, because he's Skaven, he is the maker of chains.
Absolutely.
I love that.
So he has the Ruby Ring of Ruin,
Nice.
and Storm Demon, which is another bound item magic weapon. It's the Skaven Warp Lightning stick.
Ooh, okay.
He's a level 4 wizard and he's running Illusion. Obviously, he's on the Screaming Bell.
Nice.
Next to him is the Skaven Chieftain.
This
He
this
has-
blokey here.
Yeah. So again, the chariot he's riding on is only a unit filler.
Yeah.
To represent his battle standard.
Yeah.
He's wearing heavy armour. He's got the halberd and a shield. He has the brass orb, which
Ooh.
is a
Throw it at someone and they
magic
die.
weapon. Yeah, you throw it at them, but only in combat. They have to pass an initiative test if they are hit by it. If they are hit by it, they die.
I mean, I'm a lot of initiative 3, I'm not going to lie. So I
it's
50-50.
it's another fun piece of Skytech to drag to battle.
It's 50-50, I love it.
And next to him, there are 2 Warlock Engineers. We've got one with the rocket, which is standing in for a rifle.
Nice.
And one with the pistol. The one with
So is the Doom Rocket not doing anything today?
the Doom Rocket is being a rifle.
Okay.
For the day. The one with the rifle, so the Doom Rocket is he's holding the Warpstone Condenser, which gives him +1 to cast when he's casting a magic missile spell.
Cool.
And he's running Battle Magic at level 2.
Ooh, okay.
The pistol guy has 2 Death Globes, which are like toned down versions of the brass orb, but
Right.
these ones are used in the shooting phase. They're throw weapon 9 inches. They're a small template of initiative tests to lose a wound.
It's like Skaven pigeon bombs.
Yeah, short range pigeon bombs.
Nice.
So that's the characters. Other than characters, we have a unit of 3 Jezzails.
Freshly painted, and these are the new models from Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, they fit in quite nicely, apart from having quite a lot of detail on them, which made them a pain to get ready for today's game.
The paint's still giant. I have to say, when you zoom out and look at them, they really do fit in. Really fit in with some of the older Skaven models. So, good job GW on matching that. And I don't know if it was, obviously intentional from the design team, but if it was,
regardless of whether it was or wasn't.
Exactly.
Appreciate it. Thank
Exactly.
you, GW.
Exactly.
Moving into rare, then we have my Warp Lightning Cannon.
Hang on, this looks like an Empire cannon.
Well, with some minor adjustments, right? Cannonballs are boring. Let's fire Warp Lightning at them.
You just yeet a chunk of warp lightning into the breach. How does it work? We don't know. The Skaven don't know either. But
It's mad magic.
now my question is this guy scooping the warp stone in, or is he taking the totally safe toxic waste out?
there is no toxic waste. It's a perfectly cyclical economy. The waste product, as you would so crudely call it, gets sent to the Skaven slaves to power them up for combat.
Oh, brilliant.
That's also why they're not in this edition. They all died from an overdose.
They all died from totally unrelated wasting disease.
Skaven slave, we can say it's an overdose.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Concussion doesn't apply to them. They don't control hazardous substances around them.
It's not Geneva Conventions with the Skaven, it's Geneva Suggestions. There we go.
Geneva requirements in this case.
Yeah.
And finally, the Doom Wheel.
Geneva requirements, I love that. And then we've got the good old Doom Wheel, who's just going to be spaffing out blobs of warp lightning left, right, and centre.
Crashing into things like a lunatic.
All right, well, it's a really, really nice army, and I just want to say thank you for coming down again.
Thank you for having me again. It's a pleasure.
Well, hopefully we will be able to see some pretty epic fights. This is going to be a bit different because I have less blobs than you, but maybe higher quality blobs this time. Because you don't have Fellblade Guy today.
I don't have Fellblade Guy. We're not looking to fight you in honourable hand-to-hand combat.
No, I think you definitely have even with some of my guns, I think you have the advantage in firepower with the, especially with range, because my guns are like 24-inch range max.
I think we are sitting around. I know the Giselles are a bit longer range, and the Warp Lightning Cannon is random range, which is going to be fun. Yeah, we'll see. Skaven normally like to play the mid-range, mid-table, warp up a bit and then stop and shoot game.
Perhaps I'll be marching to face you. Might drive them then, maybe.
There is a reason that all Skaven vehicles have 3 reverse gears and only 1 forward gear.
I love it. All right, well, let's enough speculation. Let's go over the field of battle after deployment. So here we have the field of battle after deployment. The Empire have set up a resplendent line of bright yellow infantry ready to march forth, because I think you're going to try and sit back and shoot me a bit, so I'm going to have to think that I'm marching at you, which will be interesting. Now, I've got my first platoon, as it were, down here on the right flank. We're led by the Army General. Giselle is in there. And we've deployed one detachment of riflemen here. Riflemen. They're riflemen today. One detachment of handgunners here. And you can see this one is in a bit of a strange formation. Now, it's actually a marching column, rather than, as you see, being sort of facing that way down the line. The idea is I'm going to move them and then hopefully get a conveyance spell off on them, Arcane Urgency, to move them again, which I should be allowed to, because it's move lowercase, it should mean that I'm able to reform. So I can sort of basically move forward and then reform. And if I don't get the spell off, then I'll just reform.
It's not going to happen. Don't be silly.
It's fine.
You only got 1 wizard.
Yeah. Now we also have a bit of a traffic jam over here. We both messed our deployments up slightly. I realised that I only had the 1 engineer, and so I actually really needed the hill for my artillery. That was after I'd already put down 2nd platoon. So what I'm probably going to be doing is, I thought I'd have my handguns on the hill. What I'm probably going to be doing is just moving forward with everything. I won't be in range turn 1 anyway, probably, so no harm there. And if the handgunners all die, then it's like 80 points. Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think I even get the points unless I kill the whole
I don't know. I think they're a separate unit now. So yeah, they're not an upgrade like Fanatics. They are a separate unit. So we're going to be doing a bit of marching forward. 2nd platoon over here, and then we've got the cast iron bitch, my steam tank, over on the flank here. Because I did that to take advantage of your deployment foul up. Because you put unit clan mats over here thinking, ooh, flanking maneuver, and then I was like, right, yeah, I'm going straight down it. So we both made a bit of a pig of our deployment, but we're wearing it today.
There is no master plan for this whopping great big hole in my ranks. that is a unit that didn't show up, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. They're like, oh yeah, boss, we were definitely there. We were definitely there. You've also got your other big unit clan rats here. Screaming Bell. You've made your own artillery hill, so we're going to be having a bit of a cannon off. Well, yours might be in range. It might not.
We'll find out at the
we
time.
just don't know. And then you've also got your engineer, and you've got a little mortar behind there, and you've got your other unit of clan rats, which that's the mortar for those clan rats. And you've got the Doom Wheel. And then are there some sneaky boys back there, or are they not?
They are not real. They're the units units I've taken out for this unit.
Ah, very good.
So when that unit gets beaten down a bit, they will replace the
very good.
the banner.
They're just hanging out in the farmhouse. He's probably found some humans to eat or something, some mouldy cheese in the bottom of the larder. Mouldy cheese. There we go. So it's kind of interesting because I've sort of refused this flank a little bit. You have refused that flank a little bit. I'm a little worried because obviously this thing has only really got these to worry about, and I guess maybe I can slam in there, but you're probably going to move.
Clan rats with spears are the obvious counter to steam tanks, right?
Well, a flamethrower is
going to stick a spear through the hole.
If we were playing bot action, this flamethrower would be the perfect counter to this tank, but sadly.
D-Day flagrant.
Yeah. Do it, Doyle! There we go. But I guess there's only one thing left for us to do, find out who is going to go first. And I had the +1 because I got all my units down first, because I'm like 5 drops or something insane. Because detachments. So let's see what happens. Hey, the Empire will be going first. Well, good luck, sir, whatever happens. We will. May the best rat win. You could definitely call mercenaries rats, that's for sure. Well, let's see what the field of battle looks like after we have had a cheeky move. Empire, turn 1. Strategy and movement has been completed, and everything went the way we wanted. So
The way you wanted.
The way we wanted, yeah. So, marched up this unit of spearmen here, marched up the halberdiers next to them, got a 6 on the steam tank, no damage to myself, which is good. And then we moved this unit forward. Now, even though moving them means they're going to be -2 to hit, they weren't physically in range, and it gets them out of the way of the war machines, which is good. And then we also basically did what we wanted over here, where we marched forward here, marched here, got arcane conveyance off, turned them, and move forward here. So again, at least we'll be partially in range. We have done all of our magic off camera. I got a little bit ahead of myself, so we did the arcane urgency, and we also did Pillar of Fire, which is technically the shooting phase, which is where we are now, but it made sense when we were doing all the magic together. So this is now the radar blip of fire. Yes. Because there's going to be quite a few templates going around today potentially. That is just 3 inches from the center that you measure it. Now we have the rest of our shooting, and I was wondering, I might do another bit of movement actually. Just a smidgen. I might actually move this to here. Now the reason is because if you don't move, I won't be in range. But if I do move, could you just measure 24 inches for me there?
Yeah, you should be, and I was right on the front line.
I can't shoot you this turn. Yes, so I'll be in range.
So I'm
there.
stepping back an inch next turn, right?
Yeah, what about the Jezzails? Am I anywhere near them?
You might well be. You are definitely in 24 there.
Okay, so I could potentially so the Jezzails are like a 36-inch range? 30, so they would have been in range of me anyway, so it makes sense to move this chap forward. So we'll get the crew up there. Now he won't be shooting this turn. Might as well move the engineer up. So now we'll do the regular shooting, and we have got, I think we're going to fire Cannonball to Doomwheel. I know it's a big, meanie, stinky thing to do, but it has to be done.
In one turn, and to be fair, it's a wise decision. The Doomwheel has a lot of potential.
So 10 inches from the back, as we know. 8's going to hit you. Bounce, doesn't matter. Wound on a 2. AP 5. 4 wounds.
You have 4 wounds.
I need a 5 or a 6.
I need a not 5 or 6.
Ah! Right in the pocket. There we go. It is a real mean thing to do, but if I don't do that, it will collapse his flank.
And, whilst I would still say it is mean, this is the first time I've tried to use a doom wheel, so it's not the end of the world.
Well, my thinking was,
I can wait until I get home to cry. I don't
my thinking was, we've seen the doom wheel last battle report. We've not seen the warp lightning cannon, so go for a totally viable target and give the chance for the warp lightning cannon to show off what it can or maybe can't do. So I thought that was what was going through my mind there. So hopefully the viewers back home will appreciate and understand that decision. Now we've got 5 handgun shots here. They will go into the clan rats, and I will be long range and moved, so that will be 6s followed by 4s. I only get 5 shots because sad times. 1 maybe. No. And then over here, am I within 24 of the Giselles? I definitely will be, so we're going to put... Oh, but I don't know if how many I can see from the Giselles because my men are in the way.
So he can see a Giselle, and he can see all the Giselles, so they can all see at least 1 Giselle.
You're going to get cover from one of them, though?
Yeah.
So we'll take 1 out and say you get cover from that, so that'll be an additional -1. So this is 6s followed by 4s. Ooh, 1 hit. 1 wound, AP -1.
Alright, they have a 4-up save from the base.
Nice.
So that is a 5-up save.
No, take a wound. And then a 6. No, there we go. Singular wound. And then we have the steam cannon, which is going to fire into... It's going to fire at an angle, so it goes here, but tries to get the flamethrower guy as well. So we'll do 10 inches from the back of the flamethrower. I take a wound. That's it. I can't re-roll it. I take a wound. There we go. It swings and roundabouts. A very good shot from the...
mechanics forgot to tighten it up.
Yeah, exactly. A very good shot from the great cannon, which is being directed by the engineers. That makes sense. Not a very good shot from the apprentice engineer, who is now in charge of the cast iron bitch. All right, and that is my turn. Fast and furious. Let's go over to Skaven strategy and movement, turn 1. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. We come to you at the very beginning of the Skaven strategy phase.
The first dice rolls.
The first dice rolls. You tried to phase it dispel my column of fire, and that didn't work. You got a double 1. So you thought, you know what, let's ring the bell. I can't get double 1 again, surely.
Fate conspires against me.
I think that you should take those dice and put them over there with the rest of the fire.
I'll go see if anybody wants to trade me for these dice.
Yeah. So, what is a double 1 on the Screaming Bell?
The double 1 on Screaming Bell is a magical backlash. Every unit, friend or foe, is within this model's command range of 18 inches. Suffers D3, strength 4 hits, each with an AP of -2.
That's not great.
A lot of things wouldn't mind very much. The units of clan rats are not going to mind very much.
The weapon
little
teams.
fragile weapon teams that are quite points expensive. However, do really mind about that.
Do mind. So, do you want to roll the dice?
I think. As this is
I keep those 1s. This is what you want now. Get the 1s back in.
Alright, so D3 strength 4 hits on
You
this
pick.
unit of clan rats.
Unit of clan rats. Oh, there it is.
For 3. Strength 4, wounding on 3s. For 2 wounds, 2 dead.
2 dead.
On the mortar. For 3. Wounding on 3s.
Oh, it's got us. We didn't get to see what it did.
This is what it does. It's outperformed itself. It dies.
No.
On the Warlock Engineer.
Stop it. Stop it.
What is life?
Oh
Wounding
my.
on 3s.
He's okay.
1 wound, he will survive.
He's just got 2 wounds, hasn't he?
Yes.
That was very close to him dying. Okay, the Warp Lightning
cannon.
Cannon. This one should be okay. Yeah, so it can't
2.
die.
It's a shooting attack, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
It's
so
not a
whatever
melee
you-
attack, so it's tough 8 for being a cannon, I think.
At least T6. So that's not.
neither of those are
That's
wounds.
not going to do it. No.
On the Giselles,
That's okay. That's okay. T3.
okay.
Yeah, you're all right.
on the Rattling Gun.
It's back at it again. He's definitely dead.
This
All
spell
of this
removes weapon
scry.
teams.
It's just the weapon teams. Good job you brought all these Scryer units to show what they can
He
do.
is within range of himself, so let's see how much he hurts himself.
Of course.
Toughness, high to 6.
So 2 wounds. 2
Not wounds, strength 4, tough 6.
You T6? I think you're fine then.
Yeah.
You're fine. I thought you were T5 for some reason.
I will double check that.
It's alright. We know what the dice roll was. Do the clan rats and that's the last bit.
Clan rats.
3, 2. Well, that was somewhat
eventful.
devastating. Maybe I won't be marching at you now. Oh, how the tables have turned. You're just
I don't
out.
want to alarm you. I think I'm in.
No, I can see it from here, man. You're definitely out. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. For sure, for sure. It's on the edge, but it's a good half an inch. I can't believe it. And
I can't
this.
believe it. This is the first time something has gone terribly Skavenly wrong in my Skaven army.
That's true.
In
So
the old world.
there you go.
I'm not sad about this.
No.
This is hilarious, although it might lead to a slightly shortened battle report.
It is very, very Skaven. If you're not willing to table yourself, why are you even here? And on that note, we'll be back with the rest of the Skaven strategy and movement. We come to you at the start of Skaven shooting. Bit of movement happened over this flank. Bit of movement happened with the Warpfire Thrower, but the Skaven are still pretty upset by the bell.
The Skaven might be. I am loving it.
These guys moved over slightly as well.
Yeah, close the gap.
Close the gap. Okay, so where we started with the shooting.
We're going to start off with the Warpfire Thrower. So the Warpfire Thrower uses the Column of Fire special rule. It's got a 6-inch range, so I can move the template from touching the base of the Warpfire Thrower 6 inches towards you.
Yeah, in whichever way you want.
There, and then we're going to roll an artillery dice.
Okay.
On a misfire, something goes horribly wrong.
It wasn't.
So we're going to move
4
4
inches.
inches further towards you.
That's not so bad.
So that's going to go to about there.
Yeah. Get the phone over it. I think I can see 1, 2, 3 guys who are definitely under it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 6 guys who are partially under it.
So 6 marshals. 6 on a 4 up.
Nice. That's 3, so that will be a total of 6 hits. Strength.
6 hits. Strength 4. AP -1.
So 3s to wound. Very good. Very nice.
Plenty of wounds.
And then 6 ups for me. No, so I lose 6 guys. That is the back rank. Sure. 6 guys, just go and meet Sigma.
Any unit that suffers.
Ooh,
one or more-
can I do something?
You may.
I
you
forgot.
may, go for it.
I need to do his prayer.
Do the prayer.
I will do.
Bash that Bible.
There's only one viable one, so I'm not jibbing you here. There's Shield of Sigma, which gives me a 5-up ward against shooting attacks. The other one is melee, and the other one is melee. So I wouldn't have done either one of those.
Of course, yeah.
I failed my leadership test, so that continues as per normal.
Could you fail another one for me right now? For any unit that suffers 1 or more unsaved wound from this weapon, must make a panic test if it has taken heavy casualties.
I take that panic test and I automatically
Of course,
pass
you're
it
Empire full of characters.
because we've got a cheap general in there. He's like Jar Jar Binks, like steady, steady.
Were any of the characters underneath the flamethrower?
No.
They would need to look out.
No, they are here, and your flamethrower was here.
Grand. Okay.
So there you go,
Flame proof.
flame proof. All right, what's next?
Next, we'll use the 3 Jezzails, who will shoot at the Curse of Arrow or Warpstone Bullet attraction halberdiers.
Oh yes, I should say you did get Curse of Our Attraction off here.
I did.
Yes, yes.
So that'll be 3 shots.
Yep.
And I need to because it's another unit I've not used before.
It's a brand new unit, folks.
Well, not used this edition. We are ballistic skill 3. We
So that-
haven't moved. We are in long range. So that is going to be a
5.
5.
Brilliant. Oh, there's a 1. There's a 1. There's a 1.
Roll the Curse of Arrow attraction.
Hey, it didn't work.
Because on the roll of a 1, I would have to roll another dice, and if that dice is a 1, you lose a wound, and that would kill a Giselle.
Really?
Yes. Warpstone bullets and Warpstone powdered gunpowder.
I love this army. You should take Clan Scribe more often. It's just so wacky.
I love them. They're my favourite parts. It's very close, but they are my favourite part of the Skaven army.
It definitely feels the most Skaven. Our last game was almost too normal. This game feels a lot more wacky.
Yeah, there's a lot of silly stuff in the Scry selection.
Yeah, for sure.
And on that note, Clan Pestilence are heretics and traitors to the Great Horned Rat.
You heard it here first, folks. Okay, what next? Warp Lightning Cannon, maybe?
Oh, let's do the Warp Lightning Cannon. So the Warp Lightning Cannon is 8d6 random range, I believe.
Ooh.
So let's.
It's the exact same strength as your weakest unit.
Here we go.
Lightning strike.
Okay, here we go.
86 range.
So, 2 more dice. Here we go. 86.
Loads of range.
It's going to add up to something.
That is 12, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 foot 9 inches.
Is that 21 inches?
12 and 9, whatever that is, 21. Yeah.
21, okay. What are we going for?
So we're not reaching the artillery this turn.
No.
So I think we're just going to put it straight into this juicy block of...
Straight into the juicy boys. So that is 5... that's going to be 5 guys that you'll hit.
At the strength of the artillery dice.
Ooh.
Another chance for a misfire, ladies and gentlemen. Let's...
8, nah, it's a solid 8. There we go. 2s to wound even.
So that is 5. I'm pretty sure just dead because it's AP good.
I'm pretty sure they're just dead as well. If it's AP 1, then I will cry.
It's going to be AP minus 3, right?
It's got to be.
AP minus 3, yeah.
There we go. 5 just squashed. So I've taken more casualties than you did in your first turn.
Yeah.
Well, not to yourself. Quite right. You did more casualties to yourself.
Got to even the battlefield this time around.
You do need to even the battlefield. Speaking of which, any magic?
Yeah, we've got plenty of magic. We even have a little tiny bit of not magic left.
Oh, do we?
This guy
Okay.
has a rifle. It's -2 to hit for moving.
And you'll be long range.
It's 24-inch range. So
Yeah.
It's down to...
So you're in range.
We'll shoot the Cursor attraction, guys, because it makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of
Cursor
sense.
attraction. So 4's to hit normally, 5's to hit, 6's to hit for moving, 7's to hit for long range,
Yeah.
which is a 6 up 4x4.
No.
And no 1 reroll. Okay, that's all normal. Normal shooting.
Normal. Yes.
Work my way through the magic shooting then. So, this little rat has Fireball and Warp Lightning.
Okay. What is the
Fireball-
range of Warp Lightning?
That's a good question. I think it's 80.
Because I'm hoping that's maybe not in range.
Yeah, there's a good chance it won't be.
No, it should be. It should be because I marched 8 towards you. You're on the line.
Warp Lightning is 18 inch and cast on a 10.
It definitely will be in range
Try that first, shall we?
because I marched.
Yep. So we can. Where is he gone? There he is.
Yeah, he's right there.
Shoot them lads
Easy
there.
in range.
He's going to take a piece of wood. I can remember about this. Take a piece of
Take a
wood.
bit of cheese.
He's a level 2, so that is 5, 6, 7, 8, which is a failed attempt to cast.
Ah, okay, got away with that one.
He is going to attempt to cast Fireball into the same target.
Fireball. Now, does he take another piece of cheese?
That's a good question.
What happens with the cheese? If you
So
got-
on the natural roll 1 on the cheese, he takes a wound.
Okay.
Otherwise, he gets the D3 results of the dice. It's extra casting.
Okay,
He's going to do it, which will take him down to no piece of cheese remaining.
no cheese on him. That will be enough, though. I think.
This is Fireball cast on 8, so that is 7, 8, 9.
So you get it, yeah. This is a low fireball roll, so I will try and use my faith to dispel here because I'm not in range to dispel any other way. No. So
Good
off you go.
news.
Good news.
Alright, so it's 2d6 strength 4 AP dash from Fireball.
7, nice and average. 3s to wound.
7, 3 to wound.
Ooh, rolling like a beast on the wounding.
4 wounds.
6 even.
6 wounds.
5 up saves for me.
Yeah.
Hey!
This will count as shooting as well for your... oh no, you failed the prayer.
I failed the prayer.
Failed the prayer. Faith is no good here.
My faith is no. Neither's yours, buddy.
Oh no. My faith is a hazard to my own health.
Okay.
Pistol Rat done.
Pistol rat done.
We're going to go for Rocket Rat spells. He has Warp Lightning.
Is he in 18? He should be.
Should be moved up, and you've moved up as well. He is within 18.
Okay.
Cast it onto that spear block.
Cheese time.
Cheese time.
Cheese time.
That'll do it shortly. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes.
So he gets it off. Okay, so what does this do?
This is D3 plus 1, strength 5, AP minus 3.
Ooh. Three. Three. Winning on twos. That's the, where are they going again, those casualties? Okay. Alright, and what next?
The Grace here has a lot of spells. He's going to cast the Column Crystal, the big template, you can't see me.
Yes, yes.
In front of the thing I don't want to charge me, which is looking like it's going to be sort of over here somewhere.
Possibly, possibly. Bit of Column of Crystal coming in here, gentlemen. A good column made of the finest crystal from Atlantis.
Range 9.
Or Skaven Blight in this case. Yes. So that might not be something you want to do this turn.
Might be better than nothing.
I mean, you could cast it in front of your Warp Lightning Cannon. So then I can't shoot it. Yeah.
That is a very good tactic.
Yeah, a defensive column.
Yeah.
A defensive column.
Let's go for it. Level 4 wizard.
There you go. Defensive column of crystal. Template just over there, buddy. Is it the big one? I think it's the big one.
Yeah, it's the big one. That's it.
Nice.
Okay. Other than that, we have Warp Lightning, Ruby Ring of Ruin, and Storm Demon, which is a similar to Warp Lightning spell.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We've seen a lot of that stuff, so we'll be back once we've done it all, and we can see what the final finish, because that'll be the end of the turn. So we're back with the end of Skaven turn 1. And with the Grace here finishing his spells, we ended up taking a few more casualty on the Spearman block from a cheeky fireball, but the Storm Demon was not in range because he was just slightly back from the front line. So there we go. A blistering Skaven turn in terms of casualties. I mean, we've taken 8 casualties over here. We've taken 11 casualties over here. So really thinning out the Empire units, which is a good thing because you're trying to obviously make it so combat is actually viable. You know, no Skaven wants to fight unless you've got a 4-to-1 advantage.
No Skaven wants to fight.
Full stop.
Unfortunately, his betters insist.
Yes. All right. Well, let's head over to Empire turn 2. Despite intense casualties, the Empire line continues to move forward. We will not be deterred. We are on the attack today, and we've set up a couple of interesting mouse traps for these rats. So we move forward aggressively here. This will give the Skaven unit here an easy charge, but thanks to reforming, moving, and arcane urgencying, then I was able to actually get these guys in a nice line formation in half range to blast you here. So I would be able to reaction fire there, and even with the Column of Crystal being impassable, I have a guaranteed counter charge here with the minimum distance being 5 inches. So if you come in, it could be bad. But if you don't come in, I'm just going to sit there shooting you and charging you and coming after you. So yeah, it's kind of spicy. Over here, we've done something similar where we've got our we've advanced up very aggressively here. We haven't moved with them. We've refought. We've gone wider with them. And the thing is, again, if these guys charge in, they're just clan rats. I have characters in here. You don't have characters. So there's a chance that I'll be able to charge you. And even the forest, I'll have a guaranteed counter charge over here. And you're not in range of charge there. And if you don't move him next turn, I'm in charge range of him pretty easily next turn as well, even with the forest. So we're creating problems, we're creating dilemmas. Do the Skaven just fall back and just shoot and shoot and shoot? Or do they try and move in and deliver some damage?
The only problem that Skaven have is there's not enough bodies on the field to absorb all your nonsense.
It is kind of crazy when, as a Skaven player, you don't outnumber the enemy. The Steam Tank did take another wound on the move, but it has moved forward aggressively here. Ready to start putting some cannonballs in. Just going to start causing some terror. And now we're on to... Oh, and the Column of Fire moves 6 inches forward, so it's getting there. He's gonna get you. He's just blowing it forward. And we also moved in 24-inch range of the Jezzails for the fireball from my wizard. Speaking of which, let's do some magic, and we're going to start with that fireball. That will just go off on a 9. Fated Dispel? No, not quite. So now we're going to go for the... what's the save of a Warp Lightning Cannon?
Oh, on the Warp Lightning Cannon? A good question. It's probably about around 4 up, right?
I mean, my cannon has no save.
No, it might be no save. I'm guessing it's around 1.
But you're tough at 6, so it'll be 6 is to wound. So I'm not going to go for your cannon, it's fine. Okay. I can't anyways, a column of crystal in the way. Yes. There we go. So Gisele's it is. I've got 8 hits with a fireball. It's very unusual, me fireballing people. Normally I get fireballed.
We have a 6 up save. My crew got light up.
No, very good. So wounding your Gisele's on a 3. That is 2. So that will be 6 4-up saves. 6 4-up saves from the fireball from the wizard. What's going to happen? 2 are dead. Because 1's taken a wound already. That will be a panic check. But you do get to use your generals.
So my general and this big block of hand rats that is within 3 inches of all have warbands. So the general's leadership will be 7, 8, 9, 10.
You're okay. You're okay. You're a little shaky, but you're okay. All right, now we are going to we're going to fire these 10 riflemen into that last Giselle. I will easily be in range because my wizard is back here and she's in range. So no dramas there. So let's go for 10 shots hit on 6s, followed by...
Line of sight is different now. That guy won't be able to see me, I don't think.
Okay, take 1 out. So it'll be 6s followed by 4s. Nope, good effort, but not...
That guy would have been the guy that would have hit.
That guy would have been... No, he wasn't. He wasn't. We're going to go over here, all of our shots into here. Now, this will just be 6s because even though I have moved, I am in half range now. Brilliant. 1. It's AP3.
AP3, that is a dead rat.
That's a dead... Or AP2, but it's a dead rat either way. Yes. Don't know if that's quite worth the expenditure of powder, but it shows willing.
How long does it take to grind up some powder and make a little steel ball?
We just buy it from the dwarves, man. We just buy it from the dwarves. There you go. So now we've got the 2 biggies. Now, my instinct originally here was to, of course, like volley gun the big unit in front of me, but I don't think that's actually going to help me in this brutal shooting war that we find ourselves engaged in. So I'm actually going to fire, as mad as it sounds,
oh no.
I'm going to fire this into the warp fire thrower.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for the last Giselle.
I'm going to put the cannon into the last Giselle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cannon, I'm going to choose to fire from here. I'm going to go 10 inches from the back of the Screaming Bell.
Right.
So I'll do the cannon first.
Can you target a character that is within 3 inches of a unit?
Is it it's a chariot though, isn't it?
It is a character and a chariot. It's a character riding a chariot.
I don't know, but I will aim. I'm not aiming for the character, I'm aiming behind him. And there is an FAQ for it.
You can't target in a way that risks hitting a combat or
Shall we double check? I think what matters is you need to be within the same unit unit type. Yeah. So I think that so that's why I've been keeping her. Yeah. So I think I'm 99% certain it's the same unit type actually.
How much cheese will it cost?
So let's see what happens. 2, which I think means I hit the Giselle. And then the bounce is 2. So I should, is that just...
2 is just in front of the Giselle, and then the extra 2 hits the Giselle.
So just the Giselle. That's fine. I will take my Giselle hit.
Go on then.
He's dead. He's very, very dead. So the Giselle is down. So now we go for the volley gun into... the fire thrower, and because I can't, I'm not. That's the only unit I can target that will reduce your firepower.
Yeah.
Or hang on. First, the cannon, the steam cannon, that could go for it. Although it'll hit the wood and then stop, so I can't do steam cannon. It has to be the volley gun. It has to be the volley gun. It's the only thing that can do it. So let's see what happens here. Volley gun here. into this poor warp fire thrower. So 2 shots, plus 2 shots, plus 4 shots. For a whole 8 shots. I will now, I didn't get any misfires, so I will improve my ballistic skill with my engineer. So I'm hitting on 4s. I actually think I was hitting on 5s because of the cover, but I'm still okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
That's plenty.
Yeah. Strength 5, so 2s. I think you might be dead. That's AP3, and they're all AP1.
Okay, so ward saves?
Ward saves. Goodbye, all. Look at all the scry shit. All the scry shit's going, apart from this bastard who's still going strong. Then we've got the steam tank. He's only really got 1 target. That is the unit right in front of him. 10 inch from the back of the unit. So, where does that actually land? 10 inch.
Hit the back guy, right? So if the back of the unit, I'm shooting that way to hit.
Yeah.
So 10 inches from the back.
Hits the back guy.
It's just the back guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any amount of bounce is fine.
He dies. He dies. AP2, I think, on the cannon. All right, and I think that is my turn. Shot. No pistols on my characters today. Cannon shots. And we've reduced a bit of firepower, but the lightning cannon's still here. And the real deal of your army, which is the magic, is still very, very much in play.
Yeah, we have some magic still.
Oh, they have burnt
a couple of bits of Warstone token on him still.
Yeah.
But the engineers have used theirs up. And if you come a bit closer, I'll start throwing stuff at you.
Well, you might want to come close to me, right?
Want is a strong word.
I wish you were impetuous, man. I really wish you were impetuous.
Yeah, Skaven need more nerves.
Absolutely. Impetuous, unless you got stern for it. Take a 1 point cut on every, or no, 10% point cut everyone on every unit. But you gain impetuous, but you can get rid of it with storm vermin.
I might take it.
You definitely would take it. You absolutely would. You absolutely would take it. That's getting back to Skaven voluntolders at that point.
Yeah.
All right, and on that rather interesting theorycraft wishlisting note,
I mean, I've got about 200 of them, so
let's head over to Skaven turn 2. Will the lines clash, or will the Skaven hold back for another turn? Let's find out. Skaven turn 2 is upon us, and they have not charged anything, which tactically makes sense, but boo hiss, boo hiss.
I'm role playing. I walked backwards.
Yeah, you moved backwards in some places, that's true. On the Screaming Bell, you didn't kill yourself this time.
Yep,
you got
that's a big bonus.
That's a big bonus, and you actually got immune psychology, which is really good, because I was hoping to terror test these guys off the board. So they're going to be a bit stickier. But that was basically it. Really, it was just a few shuffles.
Yeah, we shuffle forward a little bit here. We've got some thrown goodies to try and use in the shooting phase. Other than that, try and get some more magic into you.
Yeah, so Father Grigori failed his leadership test again. So no, he's just a drunken bastard, drunken fool. Now, interestingly, he rolled an 8 in my turn, which meant if he had been an Arch Lector, he would have passed it. But because he was a basic priest, he didn't. I really think they need to bump the leisure up by 1 on each.
Yeah, he should have an ability that does something, really, shouldn't he?
Yeah, considering it's like not a great ability, it should go off. But anyway, we're crying over spilt vodka. Let's go. Let's go into your shooting. You've got rid of your column of crystal, so now you're ready to unleash. Shall we start with the non-magical, move on to the magical again?
Start off with the warp lightning cannon again.
Okay.
Almost the only
8d6 range. Let's bring the tray over to you here.
Come on.
That looks okay.
Alright, let's try and hit Mordian himself across the
So in total, that's 10.
10, and that is an 8. It's 28 inches of range.
28 inches of range. Gadzooks, sir. Gadzooks. Could do.
Not much, but it's going to hit the wizard.
I'm not sure you can target the wizard as similar with my cannonball kind of thing.
I'm not, well, because we're Skaven, they didn't say that the rule applies to us, because I don't fire like a cannon, but I have cannon in my name, so it feels wrong to be able to do
I think the intention in the FAQ is like you shouldn't be using weapons that can target, don't target a character to target characters that you shouldn't normally be able to target. So and before everyone thinks I'm being funny, I have measured she's in 3 inches of here, hence why I would have been able to cannon him, but he can't lightning cannon here.
Go through there, that's quite a few hits, isn't it?
That is quite a few hits, sir. In fact, do you want to actually represent your warp lightning cannon?
Is the light green or red?
It's red, but
something along the lines of that.
okay.
Chunky, doesn't it? What would that be then?
1, 2 handgunners, 1, 2, 3, 4 spearmen, and 1 character.
Yeah, we'll do that. So 2 handgunners, 4 spearmen, and a character. Does the character want to attempt a lookout serve?
How does it work?
I think it's just the 2 officer in the unit. Right?
There you go.
Definitely it.
That'll be enough, whatever it is.
Okay.
So 5 on the spearmen, 2 on the handgunners. So what's your strength?
This is true. I'm strength misfire.
Oh no!
Do it.
What's gonna happen?
This is
I'm ready.
potentially very good one.
It could be good for you, it could be bad for me.
It's hilarious if it's bad for me, and I'm happy with that.
Spins round, lightnings your entire army. Come on, it's gotta do something.
Lightning cannon. Lightning cannon. There we go. All right.
Roll that dice.
Oh no! It's the boring one. He's just dead.
Oh no!
What we wanted was a 2d4. Oh, sorry, a 2-2-4. Shoots in a random direction at strength 6. Turn the direction with the scatter dice.
What would it have been? What would it have been? Do you have a scatter dice? Just out of curiosity. That way?
That way. Slightly back.
So just through the crazy. It would have been there. So all the Scryer technology is gone.
Yeah.
All of it. Now you're down to magic. Damn these Scryer engineers. Trust in the horned rat.
We have a death globe to throw.
Death globe. Okay. You want to buy death sticks?
So I don't think I'm actually in range of the characters, so I'm just going to put it on that musician's head.
The musician. Okay. He's just there drumming away. That is hilarious that your warp lightning cannons blew itself up. Do your engineers not help fix it?
No, our engineers are not engineers in any way, shape, or form.
Merely, they got ChatGPT to write their qualifications.
All right, roll to hit. So he's ballistic skill 3. He has move, but it's move and shoot, so it's fine.
So 5 for range.
5 for range.
Hey!
Right.
What happens? It is the death. The death globe.
The death globe must target a specific model within a unit within range. So I can choose any model.
You can choose Father Grigori.
No, I'm gonna choose the fancy helmet.
No, come on, choose Father Grigori. He's an absolute dickhead. Choose Father Grigori.
3-inch blast template over the target model. Any model whose base lies underneath the template must take an initiative test.
And if I fail,
you lose a wound if you fail.
Oh, that's not so bad. I thought it was dead. Is that the brass orb I die?
The brass orb is you die, but that's in melee.
So my captain is initiative 5, so anything but a 6 is okay. Father Grigori is initiative 4. He's alright. He's reached that point of inebriation where he feels he can do anything. So it's like climbing scaffolding and stuff like that.
4 normal ones.
4 normal lads as well. Are they maybe hits or definitely hits?
Definitely hits. Everybody under the template.
So they all die because you have to roll below your initiative and then initiative 3. So
I was thinking you'd be initiative 4. But
no. Technically, I am initiative 4 when you charge me, but I'm not initiative 4 right now. That is not so bad on the old brass orbs. Could have been worse. So what about the magique, the grand magique?
Magic. Let's start with this chappy here.
No, I think you should not. I think you should...
Fireball, warp lightning guy. He's going to shoot his fireball and hopefully his warp lightning too.
Am I in dispel range?
You hopefully are not. Hopefully.
I've only just thought about it. Because you move forward for... I am.
You are.
Okay.
So, let's...
You've got no
level 2
crack
casting.
left.
No crack left.
Okay.
Let's fail to cast
Warp lightning.
Warp lightning.
Yes.
And let's attempt fireball.
That is a cast on 11.
On 11.
I get it 11, so I don't stop you.
Fireball, let's go.
That's okay. I never mind a fireball where, as long as he doesn't just like spike and get like 12.
Yeah, it's really swingy, isn't it?
3.
3 wounds.
5 ups. Save. 1. They're getting whittled. They are very whittled.
Pistol guy has a pistol, funnily enough.
Oh my
He
god.
has moved, so he's -1 to hit, I believe, which was to 5.
It's not going to be that, yeah.
That's all the shooting there. So let's move on to Rocketeer guy. He
The Rocketeer.
didn't move, so he's shooting with his Warpstone rifle, hitting on
Probably a
the
4.
side of 12.
I reckon I'm in it. I'm definitely in it, yeah.
So he's hitting on a 4.
Hit on a 4, here we go.
Yeah.
It's a hit. Wounding
Strength
on...
4.
It's a wound. AP?
2. Oh, strength 5. AP2 though. Yeah.
Still dead. Like, Magique.
He
He has Curse of Our Attraction, and he has Warp Lightning.
And he has Warp Lightning, which is going to attempt to cast into his halberdiers.
Okay.
On a 10.
Okay, yeah.
So, resolve the spell.
Yeah, D3.
+1.
It's 1 for 3. Wounding on 2s. Killing on 2s even. 2 more. Okay.
So that was into the halberdiers.
Ah. How rude.
Haven't killed any of them yet.
The first halberdiers
Then
down.
resolve
I had a sneaking suspicion that he was doing sacrament.
6.
What was-
fancy, is it?
What was that? The condenser, is it?
No, 4 is over. Oh, it's like not a double 1. It's only a double 1 that is the table.
Okay, I trust you.
Double 6 doesn't cause you to roll
No,
on the,
no, so double 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, double 6 is a good. You don't get punished for a
I'm
good
just
roll.
getting excited.
Yeah. You want more stuff to blow up.
It's the theme of the day, right?
Exactly. And what do we think? It's big lad.
Brazier, yeah.
It's big chungus, big cheese.
He's going to attempt warp lightning into the same unit of halberdiers.
Damn your
1
ass,
was
sir.
good, 2 must be better.
Oh, double irresistible force. At least it makes me the choice of using the fated spell very easy.
True. D3 +1.
For 2. 2 dead. That will be a panic check. I'm okay.
So let's try Storm Demon, because that's basically more warp lightning. It's a bounce spell level 1 going off on a 8, so I need a 7 on the dice. Don't get.
Nope.
The River in a Ruin into the big unit, the full unit sperm.
No.
On a no.
Wait, yes, it's an 8. It's an 8. Yeah, sorry. Thought it was a 9 for a second, but I've got it next to me here. I was just wishing it into existence would be a no. I will definitely try and fated that, needing. No. I don't dispel things.
Good.
D6.
Freeze. 3 wounds.
2 down. Is that here?
Yeah, this is the sperm. Column of crystal time.
Column of crystal.
We've got 1 chunk of warp crack left. We've been saving it.
Taking the crack. No, and that's
That
a
is
1. So he's taken a
lose a
wound.
wound.
So no, so that was. Oh no! It's been laced with Fent.
Takes it down to a 7. Wounds. Right.
Down 7 wounds. There we go. He's bugging out. There we are.
And that is the shooting phase.
Wow, I thought I took a lot. I thought I was going to take a lot more, but I guess after killing all of your guns and your guns killing themselves, I had to.
Those gun fingers at you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This is a weird game, man, because I'm quite thin now. I don't even know if I want to go. I don't even know if I want to charge.
Here is who can kill more Skaven or Empire.
This is true. This is true. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a little think as we go into Empire turn 3. Empire, turn 3. We've tried to do some charges. We've shown willing to do charges. It just didn't quite go off. Failed my charge by 1 inch over here. Failed my charge by 1 inch over here. Sad times, but it is what it is. It's going to make for a relatively quick turn because it's just a bit of shooting now, really. So we might as well go straight into that. I did stay still over here just to mention that because I figured you might go for the charge and I might be able to hold you there. Over here I just marched up here because if you want to send him into the flank, that's fine. You won't get any magic off.
True.
So there you go. So let's go for. Oh, the one thing that did happen though is the column of pillar of fire went through 2 units. So it landed here, couldn't finish, landed here, couldn't finish, and now it's landed out there.
And you're brushing over the fact that Father Grigori failed his test again.
Father Grigori failed his test again. He is a drunken fool. We're not convinced he's a priest of anything at this point. But what I suspected about warrior priests turned out to be very, very true. They don't ever get their spells off, or their prayers off. Leadership 7 is too low. If it had been Leadership 8, I would have got it off once. But Leadership 7, it's never 50-50.
If there was a way to modify his leadership up for the test.
Yeah. But it very specifically says he must use his leadership. Yeah. So there you are. So we'll do the column of fire first, pillar of fire. So D3 plus 3 strength, 3 hits on the clan rats for 5. Killing on 4s.
BP
2.
2. Yep.
So 4 dead. And then D3 plus 3 on the Grey Seer for 6. Now I will need 6s though, because you're more than T5. You're more than T4.
6.
Nothing. He's like, you dare use spells against me, Potter? Then we'll go for some shooting. Let's start with the cannon into the Grey Seer.
Yep. 10 from the back, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so that should hit.
Yep.
Just double check. 10 from the back plus 6.
6. You are actually just in front of him. But any roll that's not a misfire.
It's a wound. What's your ward?
So we have a 5-up ward, I believe, on the belt.
5-up ward.
So these guys are going to
Blessing of the Horned Rats. 5-up ward save.
5-up ward. Here you go. Whoa. Hey! He gets it.
Only you can kill yourself, crazy.
Volley gun into clan rats because it's the only thing in range. 2 shots. 8 shots. 4 shots. For 14 shots, I will use the engineer's ballistic skill. So that's 10 shots.
Done with a misfire there.
So hitting on 4s. Oh, that was quite good. Wounding on 2s.
Killing on 2s, I believe.
Not quite. I'm AP 1, but if any 6s become AP 3. So 3 definitely dead. 1 failed to wound. And 5 6-up saves.
Well, we're going to make all of these.
Well, you said it now, I know you will. Or none. So that will be 8 in total. Is that a panic?
This is 4, so that's 5 rounds. There we go. That is...
It'd be 8 from the... So take the 4 at the beginning don't count because they were in a different phase.
Oh, right, that doesn't happen in the shooting phase.
No.
Okay, so the 4 from the beginning don't count. That's only 5 dead. No,
so
the
8.
4 from the beginning have gone already.
So you've got 5 dead there, plus 3, so you should have lost 8. You should have lost 12 this turn.
Yeah. So...
So how many did you start on this turn?
1, 2, 3, 4,
19 and the 12. So no, that's not half the unit, but
It's
over
25.
25%
So
of the unit.
it's a panic check.
Panic check on leadership 7, 8.
AP minus 3, so 2 6.
You're okay. You're okay. All right, now I am going to whittling. It's a real whittler. It's whittling it back and forth here. I'm going to shoot you with my handguns now here. 10 shots and just hitting on 5s now because I'm not moving or anything. That's okay. Man, I could have done with some Curse of Bullet Attraction right now. Don't worry, I know he's not in. 3s. 1 just dead. Boop. Same again over here.
So one guy dies and one guy's on the way.
You move back, so I'm not in half range anymore. So those miss. 2 dead. And 2 with a 6-up save. Hey! The MDF shield, the chipboard shield, manages to do something. And then we've got Fireball. Now, you are in the range of this.
I am.
That is a big. Not that big. It's not as big. That wasn't that big either.
These guys actually broadside.
1.
Who was that into?
that unit's the only one. You still get a save, 5 up.
Ah.
Good old Fireball. Never lets you down. All right, so much whittling on both sides. I mean, you've still got this whole brick.
Yeah, about to be eaten by a steam tank. But
About to be
I
eaten by-
still have them.
But you do still have them, yes.
Right.
I believe that is my turn. So we tried to, in summary, we tried to clash the lines and we weren't quite able to, but we have still inflicted great casualties on the Skaven. I think before that shooting, that looked like a Skaven charge, potentially. I think post that shooting, it's going to be down. I think this is just going to be. These units are just getting the crap shot out of them, whilst everything around them shoots into each other. Maybe both units need to back off at this point. They need to back off, yeah.
Full of holes.
All right. Well, on that note, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually, because we're going to go into your turn. But at the beginning of the turn, do you want to try and dispel my Pillar of Fire?
I certainly want to try and dispel your Pillar of Fire. Come on now.
Ooh, maybe. It's a 9+.
It's gone.
It's gone. Oh, it took all. It took all. I was hoping to get it back through again.
I know you were.
Ah. All right. Well.
Turn 1, and it
Castle
finally got here.
It finally got. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
No, it got here, and the rat ogre just blew it out. All right. And on that note, it will be the Horned Rats turned 3. Skaven turn 3 movement and strategy has been completed. You attempted a charge here into my halberdiers, but I fled because A, I'm immune to panic because of my characters, and B, detachments I believe don't cause panic for their regiment unit anyway. So double doozies. All gravy. That then meant that you failed your charge there, but because you have attempted to charge, you can't do any magic.
Which is fine.
Which is fine for me, yeah. Very, very fine for me.
Right.
You also moved up to here because you just wanted to basically box me in. And then we get over here where these guys moved, but before they did, your Warlord has marched out. Now he couldn't leave one unit and rejoin the next, but next turn he's going to be able to hopefully join in, and he has the brass orb, and if he throws at my steam tank 50-50, the steam tank goes. So that's exactly what the brass orb.
50-50, so I've got a hit roll to hit first, but if I hit 50-50,
Yeah, what's he going to hit on, like a 3?
probably something like that. I don't know
Yeah.
what your weapon skill is, but
Oh, is it combat?
yeah, so it's a melee.
So I'm weapon skill 3, so it would be
so I'll be
3s.
hitting you on a 3 and then
50-50. I reckon it would happen. This goes,
We hope it happens.
just captures him in his Pokeball.
I previously 8th edition caught Kraus Fate Weaver in a brass orb.
Nice.
Turn 1 with a skittily Warlock Engineer in the age where you could throw the brass orb instead of placing it on people.
Oh man, yeah, that was. I thought this flank was going to get wrapped up with the steam tank. Now it could very much go the other way.
At least it's going to make you think about whether you want to put the steam tank into it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I'm still going for it. I don't think about these things, man. I don't think about these things. I just go for it. Exactly. But now we come on to some shooting. There's still no combat in this very combat-orientated game.
I tried.
You tried. We've both tried. We've both tried.
We have both tried.
Turn 4 is where combat happens, apparently.
Yes, let's do some shooting. We have some magic shooting still, not from the Great here this time, and we have some regular shooting because we have our second of 2
Orbs.
Death Orb to throw.
So
So we're going to throw it onto the general lad again, hopefully.
Okay.
So we're rolling to hit on a 4, 5, or 6. No.
No, so he fumbles it.
What's up?
Does it land on your unit?
No. No
Ah.
chance for that to misfire. That's reliable Squire Tech.
That's reliable Scry technology.
On that note, let's fire our pistol into that unit.
Okay.
We have moved, but it's pistol, so it's move and shoots. That is a miss anyway. Thank God it wasn't a 1, because that can misfire and hurt him.
Okay. And then the rifleman.
With a rifleman's rifle, he will.
Now get cover here,
Yeah, you will. So I'm
and
gonna
I won't
make
get
some
cover
flank
here.
with these guys.
So just long range, I think.
Yeah.
No.
Not. And again, that could misfire on a 1.
Very good. He's only got 1 wound left.
Yes, it could have killed him. So let's do some spells. This guy, in the start of turn, my bell rang and it gave every Skaven wizard within 18 inches
+1 to
+1
cast.
their cast.
So he's like level 4 now because he's got
he's
+1 from his item
Yeah,
and
he's
plus.
got the Warpstone Condenser, which,
Nice.
which allows him
So a free level 4.
only when casting magic missiles for the condenser.
Well, good job he's only doing a magic missile then, isn't it?
He will be attempting to cast Warp Lightning into those lads.
To those lads there. Okay. Whoa, he's done it. It's very condensed. It's very so condensed. I can't do anything about it. So D3 +1,
For
3. Killing on 2s, as we know.
3 dead.
That's 3 dead. Spicy, man. Spicy.
Nice. Okay, over here he has 2 magic missiles. He has +1 to cast, so he's
Okay.
level 3 essentially for this. He's going to cast Warp Lightning first into this unit
Okay.
and fail,
That's a fail.
and then he's going to attempt to cast Fireball. On a
That's a pass.
7-3, that's a pass.
It's a 10. So I need to match your dice roll of a 7 with my level 4. I need to
My
beat.
dice roll by 1.
Yeah, so if I get a 7,
Yes.
I will.
Yes, of course.
I stop you. There we go. She dispelled something! She only dispels once per game, but she's done it. She's done it. There we go.
Clearly utilised her Warpstone.
Yes, the Warpstone, but it's blue, this one. It's blue.
Oh, it is, I'll give you that.
Is that like maybe it's like in the old Command and Conquer games when you had like the green Tiberium and the blue Tiberium. That's why you're here. You're like, we're pretty certain that's a rare kind of Warpstone.
First for it.
The first.
We'll get there, it'll just be a piece of
She
coloured
thinks they're like,
glass.
oh, they're all thirsty for me. No, love, it's the Warpstone we want. There we are. And is that it?
That is shooting, right?
My God, sir.
We've run out of guns almost.
My God, when the Gracie is not here, it really does cause things to slow down a little bit. Okay, well, let's go into Empire turn 4 as we enter into the latter half of this game. With a clash of steel, the Empire and Skaven lines meet finally all across the front. The steam tank charged in but did take a wound. The halberdiers tried to charge into these clan rats but failed. Father Grigori failed to get his spell off. We've been really good to have real ones to hit a wound right now.
Still too drunk, he's just mumbling. He's
Got
not
an 8 again
inciting
though.
players.
If I'd paid 110 points for him, he would have got it off.
For a sober priest, yeah.
But I think, I'm hoping even though we don't have that, we do have characters and you don't really at this point.
I have a wizard who exists.
Exists. And so the smart move here probably would have been blast, 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 blast into them. But if there's a chance for combat in a game where we've not had much, I feel like it is incumbent upon me as an officer of the gentleman to get it done. Also, the contract stipulates at least some combat must happen, and so if they want to get paid, they have to actually. Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully. Okay, so that is the. I'm not in range to curse our attraction. I am a head's breadth out, but I am out. So I do have some spells I want to do though. So firstly, well, we don't have to do the spells yet, actually. So firstly, we're going to shoot. We've moved here. Everyone from here is going to shoot into there because you're a large target. I can do it. Now, I will be hitting on 6s followed by 4s because I'm cumbersome. And I've moved. Ooh. Now I need some 4s. Now I need a 6 to wound. No, not quite. Next unit of handgunners, because this is the only thing they can target, so why not? Okay. Hit on 5s. That's okay, it's about average. With 6s. We got 1 wound at AP minus 2 at least. Oh, are you sure? I haven't really been doing it. That's fine. Okay.
So that's what? Sorry.
At least AP2.
At least AP2, right? So that is a 4-up save down to a 6-up save.
No, and then a ward.
5-up ward.
No, take a wound. Okay.
6 remaining.
Now we're going to shoot the cannon into him. 10 inches from the back. Use my engineer. It's a 6, followed by a 2. That should definitely get you.
I'm not very long at the angle that you're at now, am I? So, like, you'd fire that to get the most length out of me.
Yeah.
So 6 followed by 2 is 8.
So
right?
I'm still on you. Yeah. So wounds. 5-up save. No. D3 plus 1. No, only 2 wounds.
Down to 4 remaining.
Down to 4. Well, you know what this means. Boomtown. Population. You. Hell, that's a volley gun. 8 shots.
Come on, let's have some misfires.
A misfire and a 4. So 12 shots hitting on 6s. Because -1 for range. And -1 for the misfire. Well, you got the one engineer. Ooh. No, nothing. Ah, that's a shame. And then we have got the fireball, which will go off on a 10. You need to beat me, or you need to get a 7 on your 2 dice. Nope. 2d6. 8 hits on you.
6 is the wound.
1 wound. 4-up, 5-up.
4-up.
You might, nice. Just the crackling. You don't dispel the spell, but you just.
Forgot I'm magic resistance 3 as well, anyway.
Oh, well, I probably didn't get it off then. Magic resistance 3, what?
The icon of the Great Horde Rats.
Now, we have messed up slightly here, but it's okay, we're going to catch it now. Terror test.
Terror test. On VR whether it should be, so I'll roll it and then check.
You're okay.
I'm okay anyway.
You're okay.
I am.
So, now we go over to. We'll start with that combat. So, number of impact hits is 2. 2 dead. And then the engineer prodding you misses. You get to try and hit me back.
I do. I've got spears, but you're in my flank, so it's only 3 attacks, right?
3 whole attacks, my man.
4s, I'm guessing. I'm still 3.
Yep. Oh, he wants it.
Strength 3, though.
Yeah, 6s. No. Stomp attacks for 2. Hang on. Is it D? I think it's D3 plus 1 on the stomps. For 3. 2 dead. 4 dead total. So you don't get your rank bonus.
But I have a banner and closed order for 2.
I have close order as well. So
And
that
for
gets.
1. So it's 3 I've lost by.
Yeah, that's easy to work out. Oh no, flank.
Charge for another 1.
So 4.
4.
Lost by 4. You don't get your rank bonus. So what is your leadership?
That's a good question. I am within the 18 inches of the large target
Is
general.
it 3?
So that is a leadership 7 minus 4 is a 3
Ooh.
with a BSB.
Okay. No. No. So you passed your unmodified.
Yes. So I'm going to fall back and go.
And you didn't fail your terror check, so you don't have -1 to your leadership. Did you?
Correct. No, I think I still have the -1 because I'm in combat with a unit that causes
Let
terror.
us double check because that would mean you would fail it.
Yeah.
But
The 4 would have passed the unmodified anyway.
yes, so you could have kept that one. Yeah, because you,
Yeah,
no,
I
yeah,
keep the 4.
you just keep the 4. Because the 4 would mean you fall back in good order.
Although I did re-roll it, so let's live by the rules, right?
I don't really mind because we sort of, you could have just kept it. You didn't have to re-roll it. Yeah, that would have been fine on a 4, wouldn't it? We just got carried away.
Yeah, it's a separate bullet point in the rule terror that if the winning side contains 1 or more units with terror, each unit that belongs to the losing side must apply -1 modifier to their leadership when making a break test.
So
they
just keep the
would be
4.
broken.
Just keep the 4 because we didn't know that when we did the re-roll, and you almost certainly would have taken the 4.
If I'd have thought about it, would I have thought about it? I'm not that good at
So that will cause you to fall back in good order away from that unit. So 2d6. I will definitely overrun.
Okay, so
Oh, do I though?
I'm just going to bump through, aren't I, at that point?
Okay, now that happens there. Then you have to take a panic check for the
On the BSB.
BSB.
7 with
I
a reroll.
need him to fail this.
He's failing so far. He's failed.
So he then flees. He just flees through the unit
+1 for 8 inches.
for 8 inches. And then I follow up. And I go 7, which should be into the flank because you fell back.
I got bumped by him, though.
Ah,
So
did
I'm
you?
actually just outside of 7 now.
Okay,
But,
so-
I mean, it's very much a hair's.
No, if I'm not in, I'm not in. That's fine.
So,
You could
yes.
reform when you fell back, by the way, in good order. So you don't have to be that side
Yeah,
if you
that
want
is
to.
true. Centre point.
Yeah, it's fine.
I do all my movement first, then you roll what?
So move me 7 inches forward, please.
I declare when I finish. Either start or finish moving something.
1 unit. No, I don't need anything.
We know it's 7 wounds, don't worry. Very good. Okay, so now we've got this combat here.
Come back like you.
So, do you want to chat? Do you want?
Charge.
I do not want to challenge.
I think I've got to learn the other strategy.
So now you have a choice to challenge.
I will challenge my claw leader.
I will accept with my unit leader.
Wise.
Okay. I was thinking of Father Grigori, but I don't trust him.
He's due his time in the sun, right?
He's only got 2 attacks, though, I think. Maybe 3? Maybe 3. In fact, I will check. If Father Grigori has 3 attacks, Father Grigori is going to take it. Father Grigori's stat line continues to disappoint immensely. So, we are going to do our mano-a-mano battle. Unit leader versus unit leader.
Yeah.
I've hit you once. I've wounded you.
It's 5 up save. Ah.
Hey! Okay, so I won the challenge. Then we'll do the Gem of the Empire. He's hit on 3s. Missed you twice. Winning on 2s, though, with the Sword of Battle. 1 wound, at least 1 AP.
Let's see. 6 up then. It's only 1. It's a dead guy.
Dead guy. Father Grigori. What a phenomenal dickhead. Right.
We should try and get him killed so he can't take his share of the pay.
He's not getting paid. He's not getting paid. 1, 2, 3 other guys. 2 hits. 1 wound. Kill a guy. Okay, you get to hit back now.
I do. Right.
Now you've lost 3. So,
Champion's dead, so that guy's not there, really.
but someone else
It doesn't
is.
count. No, because he won't step forward until it's the same initiative as.
No, but I mean, I only killed 3 guys, didn't I? 1 with the champion, 1 with the unit. So it's fine. Yeah. So you just what is every count at the number
Do
of
the wizard first.
Do the wizard.
Do the wizard.
Yeah. And then for your rats, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. -3, you'll have 9 attacks.
I'm not spears on that unit. That's all
You're
weapons.
right. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -3, so you have 4 attacks.
Okay. And conveniently,
He's not considered to be below.
I thought they had spears. I was
the wizard's attacks are identical to clan rat attacks. So that's going to be, there's 2 attacks from the wizard, and how many guys did you say?
Whatever your front rank is, -4.
Oh, so
4, I think.
4 more attacks.
Yeah.
Right. All right,
So these are all of your attacks in one go.
6 attacks.
6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. feeling a little safer now. I was a little worried.
One
One wound. 5 up save. Here we go. Find Empire Shield. No. Okay. Now, let us work out the difference. So you have a rank, and I have a rank. I have a banner. You have a banner. I am close order. I imagine you are close order. So it's going to come. You killed 1. I killed 1. So it literally comes down to my 2 extra kills.
Yeah, you killed 3.
Sorry, I killed 3. Yeah. I killed at least 1 to match you.
Yep,
So you lose by 2. Your leadership is 7 minus 2. 8 is is he?
I've got 5.
Oh yeah. You fail.
And I'll re-roll that with the banner. No,
Yep.
I can't because he's fleeing.
He's fleeing, so you can't use the BSB.
Falling back in good order.
No, you rolled an 8, sir. You are broken.
That passes my unmodified. I
Ah.
am 7, leadership 8 becomes a 1 rank extra. for
Right,
Warband.
okay. But he's not in that unit.
No, right. So Warband affects
Yes.
the leadership of the general and also the leadership of the unit because both guys have Warband. So
Right.
they'll take his leadership 7 and put it up by 1 for their rank.
It doesn't add +1 to their leadership characteristic, does it? Because if it adds +1 to leadership characteristic,
That's a good question.
then when he's not in the unit, because he's basically like shall we double check?
That's a very good question.
So we've double checked it. Because you're not near your unit, so you don't have the pushed along rule. That means he has leadership 7 and warband, but he's not got any ranks. Their leadership 7, but they've only got 1 rank. Leadership 6 +1 for the warband, so that 8 would fail. So they have broken. And I think someone mentioned that in the comments in our last video when he wasn't near a certain unit. So I think that's triggered a memory
Good catch.
in my head.
I have played that wrong consistently, thinking it was his leadership modified by them, not.
Well, it is when he's in pushed along range, absolutely, because he's basically counts as being in the unit. So then he boosts it out to everyone, but because he's over here, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good to know because that is something I've consistently played wrong, possibly to no effect.
Well, it's only come up. You've been playing it absolutely right until this point because he's no longer within the push.
Today,
Yeah.
Today.
So,
roll my. You decide to chase me or no?
I will definitely chase you.
I will flee this amount +1 for 10 inches.
So you're just going to pop out the other side, I guess.
Moving trays.
So why don't we give you a chance to do this, and we'll be back in a second with the final placement. So that is where we end up. I rolled a 7 on my pursuit. I went into the side of the clan rat. I'm a millimetre out from the warlord, the chieftain, because he just wasn't quite able. He was just back from the unit, and they have ended up there. Oh, okay. Now we go over to here. More combat. The Skaven lines crumbling somewhat now that the Empire have managed to get within the steel range. They don't like it up them, sir. They don't like it up them. So, we have got my...
+1 initiative for charging, but you can't use your speed.
We're equal initiative.
And I'm +1 for
Oh, so you'll go first there. My characters go first then,
Yes.
and then it goes your clan rats, and it goes my spearman.
Yes.
Do you want to challenge?
I will issue a challenge from my claw leader.
I will accept a challenge with my unit leader. So, Gentleman of the Empire going first. This is Brummadangorst. He's got the good hits. Wounding on 3s. He's got the 3 wounds. That's at least AP1. So roll it. I think it's. I always say at least AP1, and then it is AP1.
Let's see if he cares.
No, he's cut down 4. Then we've got the Captain of the Empire, who I've forgotten his name. I don't know if I actually named him, so he can be. I think he was. What should we call him? What's a good character from that series? He could be Severard. 1 hit, 1 wound because of Sword of Might, 1 AP, 1 dead. So 5 dead. Now you get to strike back with. You actually get to do the challenge first.
Yes. So 2 attacks from my squad leader. Missing.
I will just for the epicness of the challenge. Also missing.
Hug it out, gentlemen.
Hug it out, boys. So now you have basically your
So I've lost,
your back
lost
rank.
5 guys and another one for him, so that is 6 guys remaining with spears.
6 guys remaining with spears.
On before hits into the unit.
Yeah.
Shooting
Looked good, but it ended up not being as good as I thought.
And 1 wound.
A mighty wound, a 5-up save. Shields and spears! Shield! No, just spears, apparently no shields. Now that means I have got 1. I would have had 2, 3 attacks back, but now I only have 2 attacks back. And I don't hit. So, let's work it out. So, you'll be green dice, so you've got close order, banner, 2 ranks, and a kill. I have got close order, A rank, and a banner, and a magical banner, and then I have 5 kills. So that means that if I take your 5 off, I win by 4. So 4 with your warband leadership being 8, I'm guessing.
Just be 7. Because,
Well, what's their base leadership? 5 or 6.
not great. So not great that I initially assumed.
If I come down the night before,
Because it could be 8 from them.
then following day.
Base leadership 5 because the squad leader is still alive.
So 7, there's 4 without him? Then 4 what? Then 4 without him?
Base leadership 4 and a normal clan rat.
Oh, so yeah, use his leadership. So you're not outnumbered, so just under 7.
Bjorn not on to move.
In your fight. That's actually a give ground.
Bjorn just hiding, is it?
It is. On
It
the
is.
dot of your ground.
On the dot of give ground, which I am very okay with, because when I follow up, I don't count as charging.
Spicy.
So I will definitely follow up.
I need someone because these.
Or do I? Because there's a screaming bell in my flank. Oh dear! Oh no! I think I've already declared it, so I'll just have to wear it.
You get to shoot at me a little bit with the handguns.
No, they're not in range.
Screaming bell if I charge the.
I'll do the 3 inches or something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I could lose. So yeah, I mean the only thing I could do is, would I even be, so go 2 inches back? Could I even turn so you're on my front? Yes, so I will do that. I will do that. So that way, I'm an inch away. Definitely, I'd definitely rather do that. So I would have I followed up in my excitement, a bit like you re-rolled your leadership over here in the excitement, and then we realised, no, wait. So that will mean you can charge me, but it'll be in the front. I'm okay with that. All right, what a turn! I didn't quite break you. I bent you, but I didn't
I
quite.
I'm going to tell people about that.
But I didn't quite break you, so I will break him. All right. That is an interesting turn. Empire pushing the Skaven hard, but you now get your turn 4 to hit me back. Should we do a couple of rally tests whilst we're here?
Oh yeah, let's do a couple of rounds. We're going to start with the BSB because I'm a clever man. He's on a leadership 7
Who's?
general.
Yeah.
He
Fine.
rallies. It doesn't matter who's
He
a
just
skirmisher.
stays. Yeah. He can move afterwards.
This unit's over here.
Yes.
Rallies, really.
They will get to.
They can have a wiggle around a bit. I think,
Yeah.
but
So
we'll see.
they've rallied. Everyone else is fine. So we'll let you do that, and then we'll be back after the rest of your movement and command. After much deliberation, the Skaven movement phase resulted in very little movement. You decided not to charge here because you didn't want spears and then possible
They're pointy sticks. We don't like them.
yeah, spears and possible countercharge from the halberdiers. Even without the halberdiers, you don't want to go in there because I'll have spears and you
And characters.
and you just have. Well, you won't get your spears then. And you've just reformed here to basically make a line to try and stop the siege tank. Whatever comes through that gate will hold your ground. I'll screw this!
The BSB wants to eventually get into this unit, hopefully,
Yes.
and then hopefully into the steam tank for that chance of pokeballing it.
Pokeball it.
It's unlikely, but it's a, you know.
And then over here,
Not
you
got many points.
you moved a 1/4 inch backwards, which then allowed you to lumber, which then got you a lot more move.
Yeah, and it's also put me side on, so there's a lot less.
Broadside.
Yeah,
It's a
a lot-
broadside.
And it's actually less likely to hit me this way around.
Yeah, there's anti-cannon formation. My cannon has fallen back a little bit there. I was pushing forward. I've nudged him. Anti-cannonball formation.
Yeah.
Okay, so shooting is going to be these two.
And he's got a pistol. Don't
And
count
he's
him
got,
out just
but
yet.
and he can because he rallied.
Yes, he's going to fire his pistol at this steam tank.
Okay, one
so
shot.
He's moved, but it doesn't matter because it's a pistol.
So you
But
hit?
It's strength 4, so it's going to be a 6, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Nothing.
not quite.
Okay, good talk.
Good talk.
Over here we've got a Warlord rifle, which you might as well shoot at these guys for the -1 to hit.
Shoot them. He's got the hit.
Strength 5, so that's
2 to wound. Brilliant. Classic Skaven technology. He thought it was a warpstone bullet, but one of the slaves, he upset him. So he just painted a normal pebble green and just gave it to him, and that's the shot that he's just put into his gun. He just sort of like looks at it and it sort of falls out the bottom. He's like, what? Falls out the barrel. There is so much character to a Skaven army. There's so much chance to make those funny stories because of how screwed their society is.
And on the tabletop, you get a lot of boom or bust moments. And it's,
I think if you've really played into it, and this has felt like a proper Skaven game. I've played Skaven a few times, and often it's like the people shy away from it, and it makes sense because obviously a lot of stuff was blown up in your face this turn. But this has been the first game I can say of Old World that's felt like a Skaven game.
I think in the old world, there's a lot less reward for playing
Wacky.
silly,
Yeah.
high risk, high reward modes because the high risk isn't there. Actually, the high risk is there, but the high reward isn't.
I'd love to do this game again when I've got my orcs painted up, because my orcs have not taken any impetuous quelling. So it's like we'll both just be full random. I'm going to pick up my spells, no rerolls or anything. Just we're going to be blowing each other up, blowing ourselves up. Yeah. That won't be a few months though. I've got quite a lot of orcs I need to paint up.
Yeah, my only lament is that I didn't get to pull the trigger on some of the wacky weapons themes.
Yeah.
But I mean,
He
how
did.
hilarious.
He pulled the trigger on him.
Oh yeah.
Just gives us a good excuse to bring him again at some point, I guess.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But anyway, so you've
let's
done
do some magic.
magic time. We did a bit of shooting, now time for some
Let's
magic.
put Warp Lightning from this guy into here.
Okay.
He's +1 from his Warpstone Condenser. He does not have the Bell's bonus this time. The Bell generated fear for all my rats within 18 inches.
It did.
That is not going to happen.
No.
So, over here, this wizard is going to fire to the steam tank, first with Warp Lightning. So, cast on a 10. That is not.
The Horned Rat, you've used all your warp power.
Yeah.
The condensers are running low.
Fireball.
That'll go off.
That'll do it on an 11.
I might as well try and stop that. Fated, because I'm not in range for anything else. No, so off you go. Fireball me.
We need more
6,
than that.
6. We've both. No one has spiked on Fireball. It's
That's
been
a wound.
It is a wound. It's been fairly equals pequals. 3 up save. I'm okay.
We didn't get it
Just
through
warms the hull. Yeah, it just warms the hull a little
3
bit.
bolters and 2 plasmas.
It's like
Alright.
Sorry, 2 bolters, 2 plasmas,
Grey Seer then.
and then a plasma.
Great Seer.
And then all
Has a decent amount of firepower. We're going to put everything into this unit of spearmen with the characters. We'll go with Warp Lightning first.
That goes off. Am I in 24 here?
You should be, I think.
You couldn't have moved out, so
Yeah, comfortably.
might as well try. No, not denied.
Right, so it's D3 +1. For 2, strength 5, 2 wounds, AP -3. You're 2.
2 dead, yeah. Okay, next spell.
We'll do the Ruby Ring of Ruin.
4 guys die.
That's it.
That's 10. I told you. She only spells one thing.
5.
5.
Easily.
2 wounds. 2 5-ups. Hey!
Storm Demon, which is the Warp Lightning magic weapon.
Ooh.
That'll get it.
That's only +1 though, isn't it?
So it's on a 12.
That is a 12, so I don't stop you. I don't stop you. I almost got you.
D3 +1. That's 4.
2.
2 wounds.
God damn it.
Oh well.
It's not a storm demon, it's a storm gremlin.
Do we want to stop?
How much is that item? Out of curiosity.
30 points.
Okay, it's fine
Same as
then.
the Ring Ruin. It's hard to get off, but it's got the nice strengthening.
Yeah.
Shots. It's not as good as the Ring Ruin.
It's good that you got 2 of them.
Yeah, you can take both because one is arcane and one's enchanted.
Wow.
So it's not. There's no collision there.
That's cool. What now? So you've got glow. Is it like a dragon spell? And
There is the Column of Crystal, but I don't think it's happening.
you could column a crystal next to you to stop yourself from getting cannoned.
I could. That is
Defensive
actually
column.
A defensive Column of Crystal needing an 11th cast, I believe. Which isn't that.
No. It's always worth it though, because it saved your warp lightning cannon from me. It didn't stop your warp light cannon from itself, but it did save the warp lightning cannon from me.
Try to save the Warp Lightning Cannon for itself by encasing it in a Column of Crystal.
Boss! Stop it! I forgot to cast my Pillar of Fire last turn. Don't worry, it's not going to get anywhere. It's not unless it rolled a 6 every time, it wouldn't get anywhere. So I'm not worried about it.
That is everything apart from this combat that needs to happen, I think.
Combat, shall we do it?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be first because of charging, flanking, thinking.
Yes.
I'm not going to challenge. Do you want to challenge?
I'm not sure which the Clanrat squad leader.
Is he like the last one?
This is the last one I've got there.
Okay.
Oh no, because he survived.
Okay. So I will accept with. He's done it once. Can he do it again? I'll accept.
Sorry?
You know what?
Give him a chance to
I'm gonna
shine.
go with Father Gregory because he's not doing anything. Right. So Father Gregory. He is only going to be. You will strike first against Father Gregory. Oh no, you're not getting the benefit of spears because of the side.
No.
So we strike at the same time.
Okay.
So Father Gregory has hit you once. Father Gregory has killed you. He's strength 6, AP -2 with his great weapon.
But in return, he's been hit twice.
He's been hit twice.
Strength 3, so tough 3, I'm assuming.
To 4.
Oh.
Father Gregorian is drunken. He's just too drunk to feel the pain.
By alcohol.
After saved by alcohol.
But he's killed.
He did
claw
something.
leader.
83 points well spent.
Worth it, mate.
Well spent.
That guy cost 12 points.
Interestingly, if I had gone with my sergeant, I would have missed, and you would have got 2 hits, 2 wounds. So I would have lost that chance. So Father Gregory saved me.
I'm glad Father Gregory got to do something. He's
Yeah.
earned his pay.
He has certainly not, but he's not having his pay docked. That's what's happening. So we'll go with the general next. We'll go with Jazal. Hit you 3 times. Wounded you all 3 times because he will be. Hang on, is it all? Yeah, you're T3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm strength 5 with the Sword of Battle. So AP 1. So you will get 6 ups here. No, so there should be 4 dead in total because of Father Gregory. Yeah. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other guys.
And I already not getting attacked back.
Okay. And spears. Earn these spears, boys! Ooh, got one. Yes, no, didn't get one. Didn't get one. There you go. The cocked dice saving you. So the old combat res. So you have a banner and close order.
Yes.
I believe that is the extent of it.
Yes.
I have got a banner and close order. I have a rank, and I have 4 kills, meaning that I win by 5. So your leadership will be
2.
yes, double 1. That's not
PSP.
okay. Yeah. So you
5.
that's fall back in good order, which is looking
Can be
like
off the board
it's
regardless.
I think that's a bounce.
Any
through.
roll bounces through and off.
Yeah, okay, so they're gone. They live, they're not dead, they just do the very Skaven thing and
See you, lads.
live to fight another day. Now, I am gonna, the big question is, it's my turn next. So, do I pursue, or do I overrun? If I overrun, it'll be into your Warlord.
Well, Chieftain.
Chieftain. Truthfully, not sure if I want to do that, because you might just brass all my general.
That's the remaining.
How many wounds does Chieftain have?
Right?
How many? Does he do it to someone he's in combat with?
I pick a model in a unit I'm in combat with.
I was
Instead
hoping.
of making an attack, I
So
roll to hit once.
I would have challenged you with Father Grigori. He could have been trapped, and that would give me an excuse for me to never bring him ever again.
Well, I mean, do I want to catch Father Gregory?
You might do. You're like, he's good. He could be. He could definitely take a lot of warps though with all the vodka in his system. So the reason why I'm debating this, dear viewers, is because I may want to reform and then charge the Grey Seer, because I might not shoot the Grey Seer to death, but I can stop him from doing lots of magic, and I can potentially break him as well, because it just comes down to, it comes down to the risk of the dice. Whereas if and I could put all of, but I wouldn't be able to shoot you. I'm going to overrun. The reason I'm doing the overrun is because I wouldn't be able to shoot you with this anyway into the side over here.
Right, yes, right.
Yeah, or a restrain. Can you just check? You'll be in 3-inch range of that unit. Yeah, definitely overrun. There we go. 7. That'll be it. Just double check for me, bud.
Consolidate, I could move.
There you go. Because now the steam tank. Into the back. Okay, and that was the combat. All right, so Skaven units. I mean, these are column of reinforcements coming in. We were.
So that's a dead pile 2 bits of it on the
So that was that Skaven turn 4
turn 4 over.
to Empire turn 5. Empire turn 5, the penultimate turn, and it's all going down. We charged in with this unit first, and we got it. We got a 6 and 2. And then I was like, I'll charge with this. With all the snaking around, I'll definitely need a 6. Double 6. So there was no doubt. No doubt. There's like, I've got a little toe in the forest. Would that mean I have the lowest dice? Doesn't matter. Double 6. They want it in the flank. We finally did
Time to earn your pay, lads.
the detachments have finally done something. But I'm only unit strength 6, so I don't believe I disrupt your ranks, because I believe I need unit strength 10.
Oh, it's either 10 or 5, and I can't remember.
I believe it's 10, honestly, because I think taking 5-man detachments doesn't do anything, basically.
Cool.
So there you are. So you still get your rank bonus, which is good. And then this, obviously, they overran last turn. He's just twisted a bit so he can steam gun them and cannonball over here. And then everyone else stay still, because we're just going to try and shoot the scream bell. I thought about charging the bell. I was out of 10-inch range. Well out. So there we go. Oh, for his, he would have still had to do a steam move for that. He didn't take a wound. So let us. Oh no, he probably wouldn't have done because he didn't march. It's only
Either way he's fine.
He's either way is fine, but it's you only do steam power for when you march. So shooting. We've only got really. Yeah, so let's do all the
Skaven cowering phase.
Skaven cowering phase. So, first line of handgunners. Volley fire! Needing 5s now. Still not in Curse of Our Attraction range. Still can't get into Curse of Our Attraction range, because then I wouldn't be able to physically see you to do Curse of Our Attraction. Needing 6s again. No, not all. There we go. And next unit. Oh, shows willing. Show him willing. Show Willie. 2 wounds at AP 2.
So that is 6 ups, 12 by 5 ups.
Yeah. 1. They've taken 2 wounds off you over the course. 20 handgunners will get you a wound, apparently. We've then got the cannon, 10 inches from the back.
3 remaining.
That should hit because of the width of your base. So now we roll to wounds. It has wound at AP 5. It's a big hit. It's on the side armor. It's on the side armor. It's gone. It's on the side. Now I need a 3 or a 4 or higher. I need a 3 or higher. Boom! Boom, baby!
The bell.
The bell is gone. Of course,
And the seer runs away.
the seer runs away. Of course.
So Ratonga puts the seer on his back and...
So you passed exactly 33% of your 5-up wards against the cannons. So and I did with my cannons exactly the average damage. So it's been
Statistically balanced.
it's one of those things where when you take 2 cannons, you pick that up in 2 turns. When you take 1, it will take you pretty much the whole game fired into it to get it done. All right, so now it's just over to. I've not got anything else to do, so now it's just over to combat. Here and here. So we'll save that one till last because I think something funny is going to happen over there.
We hope something funny.
Something funny. So we'll go over here. So technically these guys have got the higher initiative because they're in the flank. So they get initiative +4. So they have to go first. But I'm not going to issue a challenge, by the way. Can I even issue one? Yes. You issue a challenge.
He's a brave boy.
I will accept with my unit leader. There you go. So, hug it out. So, Halberdiers on the flank, 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. That was a miss. So, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. So, 1 at AP2 for Armor Bane, and 1 at AP1 for being a halberd. I always forget how good halberds are. Hey, takes it, so he doesn't die. Then we do the characters. So this is Bremerdan Gorse with his duelist blades. He's hitting very normally. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, 3 6-ups, please. Oh, 2 more. And then we've got Captain Severard. 2 hits, 2 to wound. 2 wounds, AP1. 2 dead. And then we've got the challenge. Oh dear. Can the claw leader do it? He's got a hit. Can he get a wound?
He's got a wound.
5-up save.
Come on.
He got him. He got him. Okay.
The next chieftain of the clan.
The next chieftain right there. Now I have 1, 2, 3 other attacks. No, I don't. So, we then go to combat res.
I think I can swing back into your flank there. You killed 1
Oh,
guy
you can still swing. Yeah, sorry, you can still swing. I'm being silly.
It's okay. You killed 1 guy in the flank there, so
Yes.
that's 2 remaining to the side.
Yes.
And what's that leave you with? 4 in the front, so 1, 2, 3, and he's in the challenge 4. So it's literally just these 3 guys that can swing.
And spears, right?
And he died, so it's just the 2.
You get your spears.
Did you charge or did I charge?
I charged you, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 5 more attacks.
So is it 9?
Second rank.
Is it 9 forward, 2 sideways?
I think we'd do it.
Because I'm not unit strength 10, so I don't get to disrupt your ranks.
He died in the flank. One guy died in the flank. Which leaves 2 that can go sideways.
And you do want their lower armor. So yeah.
Those 2 guys will go into the halberdiers.
And then
And then here we have
that -2 basically is the easiest way of working it out.
guys minus the 4 that died, so with 4 forward.
Oh yeah, 4. So you would have 10 across. 1's at a challenge. That takes 1 attack out essentially, and then 4 dies. So 5 attacks forward.
And he's going sideways.
Yes. No, taking that into account. It's definitely so. It's 5 forward, 2 sideways.
Cool. So 5 forward. On 4s, 1.
Hooray!
And 4s.
Hooray!
And
2 sides.
A wound.
Looking for the magic 6. No. I believe I probably won combat.
I think you might have done, yeah.
But let's have. So we've got banner for me, close order for me, but no rank bonus for me. And then we've got a flank for 1.
5 wounds.
I can take close order twice, can't I? So, but I can't take mundane banners twice. That's the difference. And then I got 5 kills. So that's 10. And then you got
2 wounds.
2 kills.
And a banner.
And a banner in close order.
Close order. And
A rank.
A rank, yeah, because you don't take it. So I got 5 in total.
So -5 to leadership, a mighty 2. Well, you have to get double 1.
Yeah, I think I'm leadership 5 in total before that.
That's not happening.
And far enough away from him.
That's a full-on flee. I will choose to pursue with this unit, and I will choose to overrun with this unit to try and get into him. Depending on how far you flee, basically.
Okay.
So you flee 9. I pursue you 9, so you're cut down. And then I overrun. They want it! They really want it. They've been shot and shot and shot. They really want it.
Let's move you 9 inches forward. Push you here, well out of the way of the overrunning unit.
Yeah. That's fine. Move them out of the way. We know they're going to go into your side, so that's fine. So they end up there. And we know they had plenty to get into his side. We're mopping them up, boys. We're mopping them up.
There you go. Excellent.
My God, sir. My God. Okay. And one last combat. So, the fun one. I mean, that was fun for me, but the potentially very fun one. So, how does it work, sir?
I'm going to issue a challenge because you charged me, so you get the choice.
So I will choose not to. Wait, no. Do I want to? What do I want to do here?
If you don't issue a challenge, I will issue a challenge.
Right.
If I issue the challenge, I suppose you shoot. Yeah. Anyway, you get to choose who ends up in a challenge with the.
But you can brass orb anyone.
That person. Yes, but I think I will brass orb whoever you accept the challenge with, because that's right. That feels right.
Okay. I will issue a challenge with Father Gregory. Because I think he was also the target of your brass orb.
Yes. That's entirely likely. So,
Father Gregory has a chance. Let's get him out. Let's get him out there. Father Gregory has a chance to earn his pay, to redeem himself.
What? Oh, he's got a great weapon.
He's got a great weapon, so
he's going last.
He's going last.
So at the Skaven Chieftain's initiative 6, he's going to opt to not make any normal attacks. Instead, he's going to throw the brass orb.
He's throwing the brass orb. Let's get it close. He's hit.
It's got to be a hit. And weapon skill 5, what it matters.
I now need to pass an initiative test. Yes. Now, Father Gregory is initiative 4. So on a 5 or 6, he goes into the Pokeball, and I have a good excuse to never run a Priest of Sigmar ever again.
So you don't want to roll a 1 to 4.
Ah!
He lives.
He lives. Okay, he's going to hit you back. He's only weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 5.
He hasn't got his prayer off, has he? Or is it my turn this turn? I didn't roll for it. Roll his prayer. So he'll go for the combat one. No. Again. Lecturer Sigmar. Yes. Priest Sigmar, no. I mean, an 8, you should get something on an 8. I'm just saying, you should. So, 2 attacks, Father Gregory. He's hit you once.
So 4.
He hasn't wounded you. Oh, no.
Okay.
He's just fallen into you. Like, he just stumbles and falls into you. Knocks the brass orb out of your hand. It just rolls into the grass somewhere. A poor like brown beetle just gets like sucked into the brass orb, and then he just like falls into you like, ah. There you go. He's like, come here, beautiful. it's like, stop, Manthing. Don't try and mate with me. I am no breeder.
Oh God.
I want to kiss you on your.
No.
I want to kiss you on your hot lips. I'm feeling romantical.
Okay.
And that just continues.
Combat res though, because you have.
Oh, I did forget to do something. May I do something out of sequence, please?
You may, go for it.
May I steam gun you?
You can, I suppose.
I'm not going to. I won't fire the cannon, so if you could just steam gun here.
That's going to be.
So, for anyone who is.
One under at least a bit. So
anyone who thinks I'm being funny, I did declare that to Sam off camera. We just forgot it in the excitement. And my intention was to fire the cannon over there, so this would have happened at the beginning. And so that's why I'm not firing the cannon. Being as fair as I could to my word at the beginning of the turn.
You've got tank shot, which is quite
Yep. 6 guys under, 6 guys partial.
So, 6 guys partial. 1 more.
And one of the guys under is the wizard who will attempt to look out, sir, which passes.
Okay.
So that is 6 guys normal, 7 in total.
2 die.
Hey.
You don't get an armor save. There you go. And the reason I wanted to do that first is because in case they had needed to panic, we would have needed the BSB to help out. It's no problem. So we've done that right. We just did it a little bit out of sequence. The combat, going back to where we were. So you've done your attacks but not done anything.
Yes.
So then it comes. I didn't do anything to you.
Yes.
So then it comes down to static combat res, where basically it's close order and a banner and a rank.
Yes, you have close order banner rank. I am a battle standard bearer with the banner of clan superiority.
Ooh, so you could
that
actually
is
win.
A D3 combat res for additional 1. So that's BSB and 1 for the banners.
So you will lose by 1.
Okay.
You're not close order, are you?
No,
Oh,
I'm not close
you need close order 5 anyway.
Yeah. Travel leadership 6 minus 1 for 5.
I'm spending
Here's a
BSB.
your
He's going. Faragori is going to choose to pursue him down, but I'm just going to hit the side of your unit,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
I think I'm gone with a 5-9. Yep.
So Father Grigori, not respecting the workplace harassment rules, has chased the Skaven.
Father Grigori's alcohol breath.
Yeah. It's like when you get, like when someone's like absolutely steaming at the club and they're just like drooling in all of the ears, people's ears. Yeah, trying to drool into if they fancy someone, they're trying to drool into their ear. And you can just see them getting more and more uncomfortable. It's like, I'm just back in a second, just gonna go and get a drink, and then they don't come back. That's basically what's happened to Father Grigori and his date. He is the creepy guy in the club.
Is canonically hideous even to Skaven.
Yes, he is canonically. That is part of it. Don't be like Father Grigori. Be better than Father Grigori. I really wish someone makes like an advert using that, like, be better, don't be a Grigori.
Skaven canonically are quite young as well, so priest.
Yeah, oh dear.
Oh, my little rat
Oh
boys.
no. Oh man, yeah. Let's move swiftly on from that one, but the science checks out.
It maths.
It maths. So going to the side of you there.
Yeah.
you must select 3
There we go. So you're going to have a quick turn 5, I think.
Yeah, that's results from combat.
So we'll be back in just a moment. Skaven turn 5. Movement done. Magic done. Shooting done. Straight to combat.
Right, start over here. I've got a wizard.
You get to pick. So we'll start over there. You've got 1 wound left on that wizard.
Yes.
I've got 5 attacks.
He has 2 attacks, or exactly.
I'll be high initiative because I charged. I've hit you 4 times.
You wouldn't hit a little one.
Toughness of a nerd boy.
No save.
He is very, very dead. He has taken 3 wounds. 60-point unit, man. I love it. I love it. They'll take the high ground. Probably even go a little bit further, but for the sake of this, they'll go to there. Go to the high ground. And then this combat over here, I go into your flank. Father Grigori will issue a challenge. He's got a he's like, oh, she's run away. Oh, there's another one in here now.
The
Father
Warlord engineer will make use of the Skaven special rule, which
to
I
run
assume
away.
he has.
Is there no claw leader in there?
There is no claw leader in there. The claw leader died.
Oh no, let Father Grigori make love to the, or not try and make love.
He's
Try
using
and
his Verminous
give a
Valley
cuddle.
to retreat to the back of the unit.
He's like this man thing.
Keep it away from me, underlings.
I've got this name. It's Father Ravenous Grigori. Father Ravenous. The Ravenous Grigori. That's what it is.
His appetites know no bounds. Know no species.
It reminds me of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy quote where it's like the ravenous bug blatter beast of trial. Daft as a brush, but very, very ravenous. that is Father Grigori. So you're not letting him get a challenge, are you?
No,
You don't want
the
to.
Warlock engineer fears.
He's gone to get a drink at the bar. He's gone to get a drink at the bar. So we'll go for the captain then. So Tazar will go for his attacks. Oh, he's slowing down. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 6-up. I've not been doing the tray thing for the whole time, so I'm just sticking to it. And then Grigori technically doesn't go next, but it's... Oh no, Grigori goes at the same time as you.
Grigori goes last, he's got a great weapon, right?
Yeah, so just a 4.
Oh, yeah, on the charge,
Yeah.
of course.
So then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. My unit leader won't be in range, so it'll just be 4 attacks. 1 hit, 1 wound, 5 up save. Hey. Then Father Grigori might as well go now, but he won't impact your attack, so he's got 2 hits. 1 dies. Oh, I didn't do his prayer. Because it's my... No, it's your turn, isn't it? So I did do my prayer, and I failed.
Too busy...
Too busy getting busy. That's...
I didn't want to say it.
Too busy getting busy.
I didn't want to drag us down to that.
So you won't get any attacks back now.
I will get 1 because he died to Father Grigori. So he's swinging
Yes,
at the same time.
yes, you are right, you are right.
1 attack. Ah!
No.
Much good may it do.
Much good may it do. So then combat res, you won't get a rank bonus now, but you'll be...
Close order banner.
Close order banner. I will be close order banner, flank, 2 kills. You lose by 3,
And rank.
and so you lose by 4.
And I think
That's leadership 1.
it's 5 with no bonuses. So that is a leadership 1, yeah.
It doesn't really matter if it's a cocked dice, but for honour's sake, that's very gone.
Yeah, let's see how far we go. Do you want to chase me? No, chase me off the
Yes,
board.
yes. Father Grigori doesn't. I have to. Father Grigori wants it.
And
Now,
because they knew Father Grigori is going for them, he's gone 12.
so if I go off the board, do I count as dead if I'm off the
I
board?
don't think so.
No.
Because you'd have another turn anyway, wouldn't you, to come back?
Oh yeah.
Not does it matter.
He doesn't make it. He doesn't make it. So you get out of the clutches of Father Grigori, of the ravenous Grigori.
Who moves? What was that?
2. He's like, come back, darling, come back.
Well,
And that is, I believe, all she wrote, sir.
what a game.
What a game! I think that that was a mad game.
That was quite a tight, close game on who could kill more Skaven.
Yes. I'll tell you what. Let's tidy the table up, and we're back with some final thoughts. So after the warp lightning has stopped crackling, and the gunpowder smoke has dissipated, and the dust has settled, we come to the end of the game. A resounding Empire victory. So very good game, Sam. Appreciate it as always, sir. And I have to say that was a really, really fun game.
That was brilliant. That was so clichély Skaven.
Yes, that was the most. I've played Skaven about 4 or 5 times. That felt like a proper Skaven game. The potential for you to like pop off and do damage like the warp lightning cannon, we saw it rear its head now and again, but the fact that so much stuff just blew up was brilliant. We'll go into the units that we've got here in front of us in a moment. We'll sort of finish with our sort of man of the match and hero of the game. But one thing I wanted to sort of touch upon, and we've had a little chat about this off camera, is that game felt very Skaven, but it did feel like sometimes the risk did not necessarily outweigh the reward. And one thing that I noticed is a lot of your stuff blew up, but there wasn't multiples of it. So Skaven stuff it's very expensive.
Previously, Skaven stuff has either had a risk and reward scenario where you roll the dice, it's either going to go normal, very badly, or very well. There isn't a it goes very well situation. It's either you got what you expected or you got unlucky.
Yes.
And in other units where there's been only a chance of it going normal or a chance of it going badly previously, the quality of normal was either good or the unit was so cheap that you expect it to go wrong, and when it goes wrong it doesn't matter. When it went wrong today, from the very get-go it felt like it had mattered.
Yeah, like no one cares if a warp lightning cannon blows up if there's 2 more warp lightning cannons. But when there's only 1 and it's in the rare slot, so it's fairly limited on how many you can
It's
get.
not just in the rare slot. If you take any amount of Warlock Engineers, you unlock the Clan Scryer stuff. But even today, taking 2 Warlock Engineers, that doesn't allow you to take more Doom Wheels and Warp Lightning Cannons.
Right.
You're capped out at a total of 2, either Warp Lightning Cannons or Doom Wheels.
Yeah.
Which is not great. I'd like to play the game with 3 Doom Wheels at some point. Not allowed.
I think the only way you could possibly balance it out is if you went full Clan Scry. And what I mean by that is the Grey saves like 400 points.
Yeah.
He goes, and then we use his point. We trust in the power of technology rather than in the power of the horned rat, which is a very heretical thing to say, but I think that's the only way you can do it to make Clan Scryer work. Otherwise, you just don't have the volume.
That wouldn't have allowed me to get any more Warp Lightning Cannons or Doom Wheels because they're at the maximum I'm allowed to take.
Oh.
I could have taken some more Clan Rat units and some more guns, but that's quite a high investment in Clan Rats to get a gun, and it would work out at sort of at best 2 units of Clan Rats with a weapons team.
They're too restricted. They're too restricted for sure, Clan Scryer.
It's not ideal.
Because we had all the fun, wacky stuff where it blew up, which was great, but it would have been nice to have the fun, wacky stuff as well, where you got to feel like, that's blown up, but I've also blown my enemy up. Whereas all you really got was, I blew up.
I do really want to lean on the facts and push the fact that this is a really enjoyable game.
Yeah.
As a Skaven player, this being the first time in the old world that my stuff has hilariously and Skavenly blown itself up and had to run away. I'm brilliant, love it. If it happens again, I'll love it again. I'm a Skaven player at heart.
Absolutely. Very, very fun and enjoyable game. It was more just we know Skaven are hurting right now. Just a little bit of a comment on, where they're hurting with the Scryer stuff.
Even more than hurting us in sort of a competitive aspect, it'd be nice to be able to play more lean more into thematic lists than being tied down to what you can take.
Help it, Gracier.
The Clan Scryer stuff is definitely the most limited, apart from maybe Pestilence, but I don't really use Pestilence that does it effectively.
Fair enough. I had some spare play monks at home, and I nearly brought them, because I'm never going to use them, I nearly brought them and said, you can have these get banned, but I forgot. Now I realise that would have been a grave insult to you. If I...
As I don't commonly use Pestilence stuff, I like to lean on the Skaven Civil War law. Clan Pestilence came back and they tried to overthrow the Council of 13, and they believe that they are the true emissaries of the Great Horn Rat. But as a big fan of the Grey Seers, no, you are the heretics.
Well, I have. It's about 19 or 20 plague monks. That if you want them, they're yours. And I think I've got the limited edition engineer guy.
Hey.
Do you know what he's called?
I'm not sure.
He's metal. I'll take a picture.
Cool. Any Skaven model, I'm
Expect that and feet pics to appear in your inbox soon. Not my feet pics. Father Gregory's feet pics. Let's talk about the units that we've got in front of us. Yeah. Let's talk about the units that we've got in front of us. So we've each picked out what we would call our man of the match, our unit of the match, and our hero of the game. Now, man of the match is the thing that we think performed the best or was a standout unit in terms of its potential, and hero of the game is just a unit, whether it did well or whether it did badly, that we think made the game more enjoyable and added a lot more flavour. So on my side, I chose Father Gregory. Now he was a utter last-minute inclusion into the army. I had 60 points left over. I said to Sam at the beginning of the game, should I go for 15-man halberdier detachments or an extra engineer or something? And then I was like, screw it, what about a Sigmar priest? And we checked it, we moved a few points around, and we were able to get with the build he's got. And I didn't think he would do much. And then throughout the game, he didn't do anything. But his inability to do anything really built on that completely ad hoc story we came up with him at the beginning of the game about him being drunken, Kislev. We even added on to the fact that he says he's been exiled. We said this off camera. We said he was exiled for not worshipping Ulrich. Turns out he's basically tried worshipping all of the gods, and none of them like him, and none of them will answer his prayers.
Insulted every deity in the pantheon.
Yeah, so none of them answered. So basically, he got kicked out for just being a drunken, mumbling, basically godforsaken, literally fool. And he's like, screw it, I'll go down to the Empire. No one knows me down there. I can rebuild a reputation, but clearly some old habits die hard. Now, so it was kind of funny just to literally building that story up with him and getting that flavour, something which I think you don't really get in some games anymore. You definitely missed that. But with Old World, it's the more he messed up, the funnier his story became. And without Father Ratlover Gregory, or the Ravenous Gregory, running around the battlefield, just failing to do anything but getting very, very ravenous. the game wouldn't have been the same.
He did really well in his failure to hurt to hurt the banner bell.
He scared a lot of people off. If there was still the Skaven Slayer helm, I would give it to him. It'd be the Skaven Lover helm.
And I think that's one of the things that adds to the connection to your models and your name, your own main name characters. The fact that you can pick the loadout for them.
Yes.
So you feel a little bit attached to what you gave that guy.
Yeah.
Gives him a bit of flavour.
Father Agori is never going to guess another loadout. He is always going to have a great weapon and the armor of Meteor Gaian. Like, it's the armor of Meteor Gaian doesn't represent him having good armor. It represents him just being so drunk he doesn't feel the pain.
And the armor penetration of your weapon doesn't matter. It doesn't sober him up.
It doesn't. So yeah, it doesn't matter. You're not fighting his armor. You're fighting his pain tolerance. That's all that's happening here. So my hero of the game was Father Agori. I think he had a lot of fun. He was very, very silly. Don't be a Gogori, I think is a new tagline, but I definitely look forward to using him again and seeing what other stuff he gets up to. Do we make him a Lector next time? It would make him 30 points more expensive overall.
He might get some prayers off, and that's canonically not allowed, right?
He would have got 3 prayers off.
He would.
So, that's canonically not allowed. So, no, he will always just be a priest. I might try him on Ulrich next time. It won't matter which one I pick. He's not passing the leadership test, so I can pick whatever prayers I want. But yeah, Father Agori added a lot of flavour to this game. Unit of the game, men of the match, was the unit led by Bremendan Gorst. They did exactly what they needed to do. They marched the field, they got absolutely hammered by fire, and yet they still took the fight, and they cleared away clan rats, they cleared away that flank, and they did a really good job. It was a tie-up between these guys and the other spearman unit, but I'd already given them to Father Gregori's flank, so I thought share the honour out to them.
These guys with Father Gregori really did just kick their teeth into that entire flank.
Yeah. They did absolutely. So yeah, these guys basically, overall, the spearmen and the state troops did fine. And what's interesting is I went really cold on state troops recently, but what I noticed in this game is state troops with a couple of combat characters are all right. The problem, obviously, is I'm still not going to beat Chaos Warriors, but they were better. They actually felt like they were okay.
Not secret source, I don't think it's much of a secret, but the thing there is that you can stack some static combat res and back it up with some actual ability to fight.
Yeah.
Whereas one or the other on their own doesn't have enough of a complete package.
Yeah, I agree. I think the problem is you add in like 300 points for the characters to a unit of state troops, and the reality of the situation is just take greatswords. Because greatswords come with stubborn, so they hold better. They've got a 4+ save, so they don't die as much. And they've also got higher leadership 8 base. And they've also got higher weapon skill. Their leader is basically a captain anyway, because he can make 50 points of magical gear. Just give him the ruby ring. It's just a great sort. You can.
You made a great argument there.
Make a great, yeah. So it's good if you want to use great swords. If you want to use state troops, you have to do this. But there are much more efficient ways of getting viability out of your empire units. Yeah. But that's enough for my guys. State troops are okay. Fire and Gory, absolute, just nutter. But we've got your units now. So which one is your hero of the game first? Who added the flavour?
So the Warp Lightning Cannon for me added quite a bit of flavour in the way you sort of expect for a Warp Lightning Cannon. A couple of turns on the trot he did actually reasonable damage.
Really good damage.
I really wasn't expecting much out of him with the rules he's got in this edition. But I think I was faced with maybe not the ideal targets, but the blocks of infantry that he managed to shoot into at least got him a decent number of hits.
Yeah.
And it felt good to use it. Until it characteristically rolled a misfire and blew itself up.
Yeah, it felt very Warp Lightning-y. I really wish you could take 2 of these things.
Yeah, I could, but I wouldn't be able to bring a Doom with.
It would be worth considering going double lightning cannon.
It's a different flavour of armies. Now, I was trying to bring one of everything here, which obviously we didn't get to see because half of everything killed itself.
There's a reason the Greyseer is not here, despite the fact he did a lot of good spell work.
Oh yeah, the Greyseer, I always expect good things from the Greyseer. The Greyseer always does decent work. This is possibly the least decent work he's done.
Yeah.
Especially when you take into account the amount of help he gave.
Killing that Rattling gun was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
The Poison Wind Mortar didn't get to fire, the Rattling gun didn't get to fire. The wizard that I've selected has took a wound from it. It
Yeah.
a couple of clan rats off. It really bit into my ability to shoot back turn 1.
That's the screaming bell, though, isn't it?
Yeah, hilarious, brilliant. Exactly. If things are going to go bad, I'd rather them go bad in this way.
What's interesting though is it sort of goes back to what we said before. When it went bad, it was really bad, and we all felt it from the beginning of the game. When he did what he told, I didn't really worry about it. I just didn't worry about the screaming bell.
There are some decent results on the screaming bell table, but there's nothing as like, oh wow, that's brilliant, as there is, oh god, that's horrible, and
Yeah.
your own lines up turn 1 with a double 1.
It's not so bad, screaming bell, in an army full of big bricks units. It's so bad because it just takes a couple of rats off the back of each unit. But when Skaven need those weapon teams to even be remotely viable, if he goes wrong, he starts picking up the best bits in your army, and that's the problem with it. So
The clan rat unit doesn't care about a couple of clan
no,
rats gone.
even your storm
Weapons team,
vermin, nothing like that. It's just your weapon
no
teams.
save, toughness 3, no, 6 up save, 2 wounds.
Dead.
It's just gone. It's gone.
Yeah. But this guy was good. Now, he actually almost became like a level 4 at one
Yeah,
point, which is kind of cool.
for a turn, he was a budget level 4, which is why I've selected him. And this is one of the things, one of the good results on the Screaming Bell is sits pretty middle in the table, so it's a reasonable chance to get it.
Yeah.
+1 to casting for all Skaven wizards within 18 inches, which is great, because with the Warpstone Condenser on a level 2 wizard, add that additional +1, that's a level 4 wizard.
Yeah.
Like, that's
And his
brilliant.
he got his warp lightning off every single time. I think
Not
maybe
every
once,
time,
but yeah.
reasonably consistently. And
Yeah.
considering it's a high casting value spell, which is why you don't see a lot of it, but I love Warp Lightning.
Yeah. Is there any way of getting him to like a level 3 base, level 4
No,
base?
it starts as a level 1, and you can upgrade to a level 2, that's all.
Okay, and then you can make him basically a level 3 with the condenser, but it's only
the
on.
condenser only affects magic missiles. It does have +3 inches to your dispel range as well.
Do you have
It's being
anything
capped at
where
level
you
2.
can? Do you have anything where you can pick 2 magic missiles? Because it would be interesting him having a fireball and warp lightning.
No, so you can't, because you can only drop 1 spell for a signature, and that signature is either one of our lore signatures or the signature from the lore
What
that
about
you
the
choose.
spell familiar? Can he take that?
He might be able to, but that would you'd still have to roll and then drop 1.
No, spell familiar just use pick.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. So you pick.
Lore familiar.
So lore familiar, sorry, yeah. So it might be if you could take battle magic, pick fireball, and that,
Yeah.
and then he's quite a good level 3 at that point because
Yeah.
he's just doing. You just want him spaffing magic missiles out. Another one. I don't know if you can get access to demonology.
No, it's elementalism and battle magic are the only 2 spell laws.
Hey, Windblast.
Yeah.
Windblast and warp lightning.
I've never wanted to put the lore familiar on him because he's only a level 2, so the chance of him getting spells off, especially when faced with another wizard of a higher level, is reasonably low. So he kind of has to play the flanks, which isn't too bad with Windblast.
Yeah.
Get some nice angles.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to play with lore familiar, I want us to get on a bigger wizard. I want us to
True.
get a bigger wizard.
It's one thing to. It's a very good point, by the way. Very good point. You always look at the lore familiar on your biggest wizard. It's one thing to bear in mind. If you do ever try full scryer, no grace here, you might. That's a potential combo.
Yeah, that is. And I tried to, when I was picking spells on it, I almost went for battle magic on the Gracier as well. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to maximise the amount of firepower.
Yeah.
But considering that I was going for a very shooty list, I wanted to be able to put off some charges, which obviously didn't play out very well.
The Polymer Crystal defensively showed a lot of potential. It didn't quite pay off, but it showed a lot of potential.
I really like the idea of just bringing it up and putting it down if I could consistently get it off in front of the cannon to allow my cannon to counter battery shoot anything.
It's a good potential thing for future games.
Yeah.
There's a potential tournament in October, so it's good just to sort of have that little nugget in the back of your mind. And at the beginning of a game, you see an Empire or Dwarf gun line, you go defensive column, baby.
And I need to get a few more practice games in, I think, before this tournament. I definitely didn't pile up this army very well today, which is fine. It's a friendly game and it's a fun and silly game.
Exactly.
If I'm going to mess up, now is the time to mess up.
Exactly, and we were both taking things we wouldn't normally take. Now, speaking of which, I want to have one final comment here. I took an army of state troops and I took feedback on board from the last battle report. And the last battle report said, put a warrior priest in there, he'll help. I can categorically say now, warrior priests are not a solution. I feel like archlectors are just too expensive, but even so, warrior priests are not a solution. However, detachments were very, very interesting.
Oh, yes.
Detachments, the melee detachments basically meant you never got to charge.
Yeah, I was playing with spear units, which into another spear unit, okay, I might take the charge sometimes, just to lock you up and prevent you from taking ground on me. But with the threat of some Overwatch, stand and shoot rather, and a counter charge immediately by halberdiers in the flank, that is definitely enough that psychologically at least, I was never genuinely considering charging into those spear blocks.
Now, obviously, in a sort of, we have similar profiles, so it gave me the edge.
Yeah.
Against tougher opponents, it might not help, but it's something. If you're an Empire player, it's something to be aware of. I don't know if double detachment is necessarily the way to go, but having, because you do get some potentially very thin areas to your line where your opponent could take advantage of that if they've got like cavalry. But in certain matchups, it's definitely viable. And also, it's just a good tool to be aware of if you're building your list. If you like state troops, detachments are a solution. Priests, no, they're not a solution. Detachments, they've got potential, for sure.
Even if it didn't directly influence the game in the terms of damaging me or it's taking Skaven models off the field, the psychological effect of playing into it was really interesting.
And you said a good idea would be to have a unit of 40 halberdiers and then 2 units of 20 on each side, because then those 20 have got a bit of chonk to them, and the 40 is...
I don't know enough about the Empire to say whether or not it's a good idea, but it's definitely an interesting idea, and it will be a beautiful big block of 40, 2 units of 20, one on either side, or a unit of 20 melee detachment and a 20-man shooting detachment stood on a hill behind the halberdiers would look just aesthetically pleasing.
You could go for a crazy 40-man brick of shooting guys.
Oh, but it's 220 million units.
But I don't think that's very inefficient in terms of firepower. But it would mean you could shoot and then the things come in the side. I don't think that. No, I've already gone off the idea. But
40-man conga line.
No, it's an awful idea. But a brick of 40 halberds supported by 2 bricks of 20 halberds, that's got potential, for sure. But I guess we'll have to wait till next time to see if that happens. I do have about 80 halberdiers, so it can happen. But Sam, thank you so much for coming down today. Thank you for the game. It was very, very enjoyable, sir.
It's back. Very good game.
And I hope you guys at home enjoyed this battle report as well. A little bit different. We definitely have been mixing the armies up. Let us know what you thought, and let us know what you'd like to see next time. It's 1-1 in this story that we are crafting here, that we are forging. Let us know what you think the next chapter should be. What should the Skaven turn up with? What should the Empire turn up with? And also, what other factions do you want to see? If we can make it happen, we will do. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And of course, I want to say a big thank you to all of the channel members, the lifeblood of the channel that make this possible. Big thank you to all the members, Patrons, and Twitch subs. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time.